Hello, 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 Barca fans. How are we doing? A little bit sad, a little bit disappointed after what happened on Thursday? I know, I feel you. We all feel you. It was a disappointment that Barca weren't able to make it through to the next round of the Europa League. But fortunately, we have positive things ahead. We have a challenge for La Liga. We have a chance today to go 10 points ahead of Real Madrid at the top of the standings after their draw yesterday against Atletico de Madrid. Our opponent today is Almeria. We play at the Powerhouse Stadium. This is a team that's battling to avoid relegation, so these are always difficult teams, especially in the second half of the season. So we'll see how Barca fares today. We have our colleague Bruno Ballester at the Powerhouse Stadium. Bruno, let us know Barca's lineup.
Hello, Robert. Several changes today for Barca's lineup ahead of this game of match day 23 of La Liga. Let's have a look today. Playing with Marc-André ter Stegen in goal, with a back four with Sergi Roberto, Andreas Christensen, Eric Garcia and Jordi Alba. In midfield today, Frenkie de Jong, Sergio Busquets, Kessie, and also Gavi with Lewandowski and Ferran Torres. So these are the starting players for FC Barcelona today, of course, in a crucial game after the result yesterday in the Madrid derby, 1-1 between Real Madrid and Atletico. If Barca wins today, they can increase the gap to 10 points in La Liga.
Thank you, Bruno. We'll come back to you in a second. Important game, as Bruno said. We can go 10 points ahead of Real Madrid at the top of the table if we win today. Crucial, crucial, absolutely crucial. Right, let's get to it. Let's go to the couches and talk to Irati and Spence. About 53 minutes away from kickoff. Guys, obviously a disappointment what happened last Thursday, but good chance to bounce back and now fully focus on La Liga.
Yeah, of course. Like we always say, like football and life gives you second opportunities, but never like as big as this one, because it is a match point. Like if we win today, we take profit of the draw of yesterday of Real Madrid. We go 10 points clear of Real Madrid, and we also recover the best feelings. So today is more than a match.
I want to ask the fans their opinion on the lineup. Rate it from 1 to 10 on the live chat. 1 being the lowest score, 10 being the highest. Let us know your thoughts, what you would have done different. What did you expect for this afternoon's game? Spence, what did you expect and what are your thoughts on this lineup?
Well, to me, it looks like a lineup where Xavi wants to shuffle some things around in order to get players an opportunity. I would say if you go glass half full, these players are getting opportunities to play today against a team that Barca hopefully will be able to handle, although it's not going to be an easy game. And if you go glass half empty, it's that he's saving some of his players for the next game that we've got, which is coming up midweek against Real Madrid. So I'm seeing...
some fairly positive comments.
Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of both. I think, let's see, US says 10 out of 10, and Alina says 8 out of 10, and Oshnik says 9 out of 10. I would say... there are some fairly positive ones here in general, yeah.
Bruno, we're facing a team today that is coming off of a painful 6-2 defeat in Girona last week. They're not doing so well.
Absolutely, and after the wins yesterday of Espanyol, of Valencia, lots of teams at the bottom part of the table, it gets even more crucial for Almeria that have entered in the drop after all these results. Let's check the lineup selected today by Rubi, with Fernando in goal, with the back four of Tumi, Eli, Babic and Akiem. A double power to defensive midfielders with Huaraz and De La Hoz. 3 players, Luis Suarez, Robertone and Baptistao, just behind El Bilal, the number 9 of Almeria. Rubi, the manager of this team, has never won against Barca, actually has lost all his games as a manager in the competition. So let's see if this bad run of form, at least today, continues for Rubi. Fantastic temperature today, actually, here in Almeria, guys. After the cold temperatures in Manchester, it's amazing. The south of Spain, 15 degrees, and the pitch is also in really good conditions. Let me continue with this connection, actually, because I want to ask something to all of you at home, and it's actually how you reacted after Thursday's elimination. We're gonna give you 3 options. And let's vote at home, and we're going to read you on the live chat. First of all, if you are very disappointed after being knocked out by Manchester United in the Europa League playoffs round. Option number 2, if you are proud of how the team competed, because it's true, we were not able to win, but at least the image, I think it was much different from other eliminations in recent years in Europe. And the third option is, of course, after what happened yesterday in the Derby of Madrid, well, you're optimistic and not worried at all. So these three options, let's see. Your votes or your opinions actually from home. Arzi saying number one, that she's disappointed. Yeah, of course, one has to be disappointed always when he's knocked out. But yeah, we are top of the league. We can increase the gap to 10 points. We are also in the semi-finals of the Cup, so the season can be outstanding one if we are able to win the league and also the Cup. Ronald saying option two, that he's proud of how the team competed. Absolutely agree with you. We also have Messi and Ronaldo saying two. We also have Ewa Zhokov saying two. People is proud. Nico Arthur happy after what happened yesterday in the Derby of Madrid. So guys, divided opinions, but most of the people on the left chat proud of how the team competed on Thursday.
Yeah, I can see that division of opinions. Some people very disappointed, some people proud of how we competed. I'm obviously disappointed that whenever Barca gets knocked out of a competition, but I would go with option number two as well, because if you're ever going to be knocked out, if you're ever going to be eliminated from a competition, I'd want it to be that way, competing head-to-head against the team. Any of the two could have gone through. Both teams had opportunities. They were two very good games, and you competed against one of the top teams in Europe right now. They're on they're only third in the Premier League because they had a horrible start there, but since the World Cup especially, they're on a run. They're one of the best teams in Europe. They're very well coached right now, and Barca competed, and any of the two teams could have gone through. So for me, if you're ever going to be eliminated from a competition, it's going to be against the top team and having competed against them.
Yeah, totally agree. For me, from those options, I think it's a phase. I've been through all of them. Like,
yes.
First, you feel very disappointed, and then you say, as you said, like, we at least competed. It was not like the other defeats in Europe. It felt like the team could have won easily, and they lost because it was tight between the two teams. And yesterday, it became even greater because Madrid drew, and today it can be even better today if we win.
Madrid.
So,
dropping points in La Liga always helps as well. But
yeah.
I do agree with Irati. It's kind of like the stages of grief.
Well, yeah. The five would be denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. And I don't know if it necessarily happened in that order this year.
No,
but,
I don't think it did.
But here's what when I look at what happened this week, I always go back to, growing up in the States and following all of those leagues there, the NBA, the NFL, the MLB, all of these leagues that have playoffs at the end of the season. It doesn't happen the same way in football, as we all know, where you're playing multiple competitions at once. And so if you go out in the NBA playoffs, for example, that's the end of your season. You're done, you're disappointed, and you've got to wait months to get back onto the court to play again. In this case, Barca goes out, but because there's still something else, more than one thing actually, to fight for this year, we can all get right back up on the horse and get excited about what's still left to accomplish this season, even though there was something that we left behind.
A couple of comments on what I'm seeing on the live chat. Some people asking, where is Pedri? Pedri is out. He's injured. He won't be back until mid-March probably, so he's going to miss the next few games. For those of you on the live chat hating on Ansu Fati, this is not a space where we hate Ansu Fati, so you can go somewhere else. Because, I mean, the lad's going to miss the game today. He got a knock on his knee yesterday in training. He's had a history of bad injuries for Barca, and he's trying to recover, trying to get back to his best. He's got a lot of pressure on him, and from here we support Ansu Fati. So if you're going to hate on Ansu Fati, just go somewhere else. Fans asking, where is Araujo? Araujo will get some rest in the lineup today, with Xavi shaking things out a little bit. Bruno, shall we talk a little bit about key players of our lineup?
Yes, Robert, because three options today. I like the three of them, but I think my idea clear then on who can be my key player for this match. Let's start there with Ferran Torres as the option number one. Ferran, of course, after the good game against Cádiz, I was expecting probably him to be in the starting lineup against Manchester. He was in the bench, so let's see if today he can have this continuity. Option number two, Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski, Polish striker, absolutely in form also in La Liga, in Europe, scoring the other day from the penalty spot. And the third option is Gavi. We missed him, I think, a lot in Manchester. He was out suspended. So, well, actually, sorry, because I think I'm giving the wrong names. It's Ferran, option number one, Gavi, option number two, and Ter Stegen, option number three. But, well, I still think that Lewandowski can be also key player today. But, yeah, let's vote on those two you have there on the screens. I'm going to say Ferran. I think the continuity of Ferran after what happened against Cádiz can be important today. In this stadium, against a team that is going to defend a lot, so it's going to be tough, but let's see if Ferran can find spaces from the wing. On the live chat, let's read your opinions. Anais, option number 2. Alina, option number 3, Ter Stegen, has been crucial. Hopefully another clean sheet will be incredible. He's actually beating a record in the Spanish football, Ter Stegen, with all those clean sheets. DTN saying option number 1, he thinks Ferran. Isabel saying option 2, Gavi. Denisa also saying 2, Gavi. Alina, 2, Gavi. Well, I can read many Gavis, and I have also to say, guys, that yesterday in the airport, today in the hotel, absolutely crazy, the city of Almeria with the arrival of Barça, and yeah, one of the most players that was wanted by the supporters was Gavi. We have now goalkeepers, Ter Stegen, that are stepping into the field, if I'm not wrong, yeah, on the other goal for the warm-up. So things get ready here at the Powerhouse Stadium.
All right, thank you, Bruno. On that vote, I'm going to go option number 2, Gavi, as well. I think the team today, especially after the elimination the other day, maybe a game that might get a bit messy against the team battling against relegation. You need the energy of Gavi.
Yeah, we missed the energy of Gavi in Old Trafford, and I think he will be much needed. But I think I go for Ferran Torres because he had a great game the other day in La Liga, and he didn't start it. But when he moved in Old Trafford to the right, I felt he was feeling well there. So today he starts, and he starts in the right. So I think he can be the key because you feel that Ferran has grown in the last matches, and it's his moment.
Spencer, you agree?
Yeah, I agree with Irati. I think Ferran needs a full, I wouldn't say a full 90 minutes. I'd probably go with a full 70, 75, and then, monitor the game, see what happens from there. If you've got a comfortable lead, you can bring in other attacking players or what have you. But he is the key for me today because, as we've already said, Almeria have been letting in goals quite easily.
Yep.
Right now, I mean, letting in goals to the tune of 6 last week, and even before that, they let up 3 on this ground to Betis before that. So this is a game that Barça can take advantage of. And if you're ever going to come out angry, which I think Gavi's important too in that sense, because he can come out angry, this would be one game to do it at. I could see a lot of goals coming up if they do it right.
Right, as always, before the game, we have the words of our assistant coach, Oscar Hernandez, today talking to our colleague Marc Brau from Barça TV.
Hola, bona tarda. Ara de seguida et pregunto pels 11, pel partit.
I want to ask about the 11.
Una oportunitat molt important per donar un cop a la Lliga després de l'empat ahir del Madrid.
Important opportunity to take real charge at the top of the league after Madrid drawing yesterday.
Molt importants perquè
Yeah, this is 3 important points.
important, així que venim amb aquesta idea de guanyar.
So we come with that idea to win the 3 points and continue in the positive dynamic in this league. So some changes to the starting 11. Looking for more control of the game. Yeah, we want high pressure on the Almeria defence and constant pressure, and we want fresh legs to do that. So Almeria sometimes line up with 5 at the back. Are you expecting that, or a surprise maybe? Well, we think might be 4 across the attack, and quite a different lineup for them today, but we'll wait and see how they line up. Is everyone fit for the start of this game? Yeah, we think this is a complicated game, and we're approaching it with professionalism as usual, and we're here to get the 3 points. Thank you very much.
The words there of our assistant coach, Oscar Hernandez, before the game. Right, Ter Stegen warming up, looking for his 18th clean sheet in La Liga. Do you believe he will do it? Yes or no? How many saves do you think he's going to make today? Respond in airplane emojis right now on our live chat. I'm going to go with a total of 2 emojis. 2 saves for Ter Stegen today. I want it to be a quiet game for him. Irati, your prediction?
I was going to put 2 also. Like, I think seeing Almeria's lineup and seeing Barca's lineup and seeing also the angry mood that probably Barca players have, I think it's going to be a quiet game for him, or at least I hope so.
Real Edit says 0 saves, but does that mean clean sheet or not? Let us know, Real Edits. I'll read out your comment if you say yes or no. Spence, how many?
I'm thinking Almeria, even even though they let in a lot of goals, I still believe that they have an attacking energy about them. I'm going with 4.
Oh, 4.
So you're going to have fun.
But I think at least 3 of them I think are going to come in the second half, which hopefully by then Barca will already have 2 or 3 goals with a cushion.
Bruno, do you believe in the 18th clean sheet, and how many saves do you think Ter Stegen's making?
I absolutely believe, and I'm gonna say 3 saves today for Ter Stegen. 1 TV save, I mean 1 complicated one, and 2 easy ones. So I'm going for 3. And I also think that Ter Stegen, can keep another clean sheet today. Guys, time to play, I think, guess the player. While now we see goalkeepers from Almeria. Fernandez in form, so it's going to be tough to beat him. But let's play now, guess the player. Here, as always, the scorers that have scored in this stadium. In the old Juegos de los Mediterráneos Stadium, now Power Horse Stadium. First image that you have on your screens. Start giving your votes, your answers.
Ooh.
Of course, always a good clue is to identify the kid, the season, and then go for the player. Let's go for you for
there
this
is no
first
kid,
one.
Bruno.
There's no kid. There's no kid.
There's no kid.
There's no kid. But let us know, like, what season is it? What
It's
season is it?
2007, 2008, yes, because US is always making things more complicated. One of our members in the staff there on the guest the player, but yeah, there's no kids. Sorry, guys.
Okay, well, since I'm on camera right now, I'll take this one. And then, Irati, Spence, you take the next one.
Okay.
He's leaping in the
Okay.
air.
I'll take this
I
one.
think the celebration might be a clue.
2007, 2008. So that year we had Ronaldinho, we had Eto'o, we had Henry. We had, it was the season. Bojan Kirkic scored loads of goals last season. I'm going to go with Bojan.
You go with Bojan, okay. People
By the way,
players that have scored. Sorry, yes, go, Robert.
No. I was going to say the same as you. The people on the live chat. I see an Eto'o there. Messi was in the squad, of course. But the goal,
Who
the
said
mystery
Eto'o?
player
Who
is
said
from
Eto'o?
2007, 2008, basically. But my answer is Bojan.
Who said Eto'o? Who said Eto'o?
Let me go back to it just a second.
Samira
Eto'o was written by Samira Yusupova.
Okay, so she's right. Congratulations. It was Eto'o, not Bojan. But for people on the live chat, players that have scored here on this stadium is the first time for Pedri, for De Jong. Last time we played here was the 14-15 season. So they are not actual players, current
So
players.
I got it wrong,
So
basically.
let's go a little bit. Yeah, you were wrong, Robert. Okay, sorry. Okay, second one. Second option, let's see. If it's also really complicated, I will give you the clue about the season. But let's see if you can do it without the clue at home and also on the studio.
There are kids in the background.
Spencer,
Yeah,
I'll
there
go
are
for
kids
you.
in the background, and I saw a video this morning in Barca's Twitter. So I think was the answer of Robert. Is it Bojan?
Okay, wait a minute. Yeah.
Bojan scored with that kid
Bojan, you
against
said it,
Almeria.
Irati?
Yeah.
What season is it, Bruno? Just a clue for the fans watching.
It's 2010, 2011. And I'm going to also give you an extra clue. This was an outstanding game that Barca won 8-0. So there were lots of scorers there.
Wow.
I just saw the highlights of this game the other day on Barca TV.
I think I go for Bojan.
But I don't remember who scored in an outstretched.
Okay, let's see. It's Hanks saying Henry, Jaumet saying Iniesta, Alia saying Bojan. I also read Xavi from Amposa. I have here the first correct answer is DTN, that it's Pedro. Yes, Pedro. Was guess the player in this second image. Yeah, good eyes there. Good pick from DTN.
Yeah.
Good one. Okay, let's move to the third one and the last one. Here you have the image. It's the last guess the player. Another scorer in a day where Barca won 2-1 in the Estadio de los Juegos Mediterráneos. That was the old name of this stadium.
It's a left-footed
Let's see, between the three of you, Robert, Spence, Irati.
It's a left-footed finish,
Let's see if you can
Spence.
find
I was going to say, this is actually one of those optical illusions because I could see it being his right foot that he's using the ball with too. It depends which perspective you're looking at it with.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
I was going to say. Well, anyway, Bruno, what season is it? Just a clue for the fans.
This is 2014, 2015, and I have
Okay, so
here
Luis Enrique.
Aka saying Juan Mata. Mata has never played for Barça. He was a good player, but it cannot be Mata, okay? Let's see, because I'm reading people saying Puyol, people saying Neymar,
No, Puyol,
or Messi
no.
saying Pedri. Pedri was not on Barça yet in the 14-15 season. I don't even think he was a professional player yet. Let's see, Dani, Iniesta,
I have a guess,
Messi. Let's see. I'm not finding the correct answer yet. Let's see on the studio.
guess?
Let's go for it. Irati,
No,
try one.
my guess was Iniesta, but you said it's not, so...
Spence, it's your turn. Irati
It's a
and I have already.
left-footed player, okay? It's a left-footed player. A left-footed player.
I'm
Can be a good
stumped.
clue,
It
that
cannot
one.
be
Spence,
Messi.
you
No,
were
I was
thinking
gonna
also
say
of
it
this.
doesn't look like Messi.
No,
It just doesn't look like it can be him. I don't know. I'm really stumped.
Right, quick answer. 'cause
I
we
got
need to
it.
get moving.
Got it. I have the first one that has got the correct answer is Jeva Santos, Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba.
Jordi
Jeva
Alba,
Santos, congratulations, because it was Jordi Alba. So this was Guess the Player today.
Thank you, Bruno. It was a very complicated guess the player today.
Yeah. Full question mark silhouette bodies.
Yeah. Maybe we'll, like, in the graphic, we'll have to, like, give the actual clue of when the season is, at least if we're doing past seasons.
Yeah, Bruno helped us out.
Yeah. Right, a couple of things. We talked about this the other day, but Barça, in their partnership with Spotify, are launching new playlists. We already had the Pedri and Alexia, and this week there were two new playlists released, Lewandowski and Asisat Oshoala. You can find the Lewandowski playlist by typing FC Barcelona into Spotify. You also have a link in our live chat. And for those of you who have checked it out, let us know what's your favorite song. We do have a question for you, though, if we can put it on our screens. Do you think that we should put, or that Lewandowski should put, We Pop the Net Like Lewandowski on his playlist? Option number 1 is yes, absolutely. 2 is that it might become a little bit of a jinx for him. 3, it's a terrible tune, which we'll play right now just as a reminder for everyone. Do you think that this should go on Lewandowski's playlist on Spotify?
We pop the net like Lewandowski. Dovski, El marcaria dentro un bosque. Bosque, dale al ballone che lo enrosque. Rosque, we pop the net like Lewandowski. Dovski.
Do you think it should go on Lewandowski's Spotify playlist? If we get lots of ones, we might send a request over, Spence.
Yeah.
You think yes, absolutely, obviously.
I mean, I think that's up to Robert himself, you know, to make that. Not you, by the
Not
way.
me, Robert Lewandowski.
I think that's up to Levy to make that decision.
Lots of ones, by the way, Spence. Lots of people like
As long as
Imad
there aren't
Fazal,
as many
Robert
threes.
Lewandowski himself voting. We've got a couple of 2s. Samira says 3. It's a terrible tune.
Only a couple of 3s though, which is better than nothing.
Like, I can imagine Lewandowski just listening this just before entering to the stadium.
I might vote 2 though, because it might become a jinx. I believe in that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's I don't know. Oh, man.
Anyway, we'll talk about it in a little while as well. Let us know if you haven't looked at it. Just click on the link on the live chat. Go and see if you like any of the tunes. Let us know which one it is. In the meantime, also, Spence, we have other ways for our fans to interact with us, like we did the other day against Manchester United. We've got the live chat, and we've also got.
And we've got the WhatsApp, which is right here. By the way, Alia, I saw your comment which said, did we send the song to Eurovision? Yes, we did. No, we didn't get selected.
Yeah.
Sorry, we did what we could. WhatsApp is available. It is the number right down here.
Down there.
You've got to send in a message or a picture. It's got to be a picture of just you, or you and your pet is acceptable as well, but not a group. You're going to receive a terms and conditions message in return that you just have to respond to that says okay, and then we can put your picture or your message right up here on our show.
And we want lots of positive comments today, lots of positive pictures, just like show you a bit of energy, wearing a Barca kit today, supporting the team after the disappointment of Thursday, and saying why you want to win La Liga, for example. Send your pictures into that number, 650 +34 650 54 27 75, and we'll be showing them throughout the show. If you want to see your face on the show, if you want to appear on the show, just send us a selfie, accept the terms and conditions, and we will show it later on. Show your support for Barca. Right, are we about half an hour away, guys, from this game starting? Shall we create a little bit of tension here? A little bit of tension? Well, let's do it now.
bum, 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 bum.
Bit higher.
Come on.
Jordi, a bit higher. A bit more volume. Right, it is match day 23 in La Liga. Today, if we win, we go 10 points ahead of Real Madrid. That's very important, especially taking into account that we face them in the Clásico in about 3 weeks. So we want as much of a cushion as possible. We face a team in Almeria that are fighting against relegation. Those teams are always dangerous when you get towards the end of the season. So, 3 very important points today as Barca jumps onto the field to warm up. Our lineup today features Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal. A bit of a shake-up in defence with Sergi Roberto Christensen, Eric and Jordi Alba at the back. Sergio Busquets, Frenkie de Jong, Kessié and Gavi returning in midfield. And up front, it's Ferran Torres, who played very well last week against Cádiz, and Robert Lewandowski, who we want to score. Absolutely. Irati Vidal, it's nice to have Gavi back in the lineup.
It is nice because, as I said before, I felt like at least in the second half, Barca missed the energy of Gavi. Like, we know he has a lot of quality, but the energy that brings to the team is that positive vibe you were talking about that will bring the team ahead in the bad moments of the match that we expect there is not, but maybe it's a little bit messy in the beginning. So nice to see him back, but also nice to see Eric also back in the lineup and all that. Like, they get the minutes they need because this end of the season is going to be busy.
Live chat, let us know from 1 to 10, how much did you miss Gavi the other day against Manchester United? I mean, for me, it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Just the energy he brings, the creativity. I think Barca maybe lacked a little bit of creativity in midfield there. It's nice to have Gavi back in the lineup. Let us know from 1 to 10, how much did you miss him? 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. Spence, what would your answer be?
It's a full-on
11?
10.5. Yeah, just like you were saying.
So many 10s on the live chat.
And I think he's going to take his aggression out on Almeria today. He's going to do it. Kessié is going to do it. Frankie's going to do it. There's going to be a lot of players getting forward today. I think there are going to be a lot of opportunities for goals. We're going to be up on our feet a lot, Robert.
We are. I hope so. I hope it's a game with goals, entertainment, with a strong performance from Barca. Lots of 10s. I mean, I can barely see any other number that's not a 10, Spence. On that live chat.
I've seen 11.
Million.
I see an 11, yeah, from
Which is
CTNYT. While we can we go to Bruno? Yes. Okay, we're going to go to Bruno. We won't be able to see him because his camera is the one offering us the warm-up right now. But Bruno, you can answer. You can ask us the questions of the quiz without us seeing your beautiful face. Go for it.
Yes, of course. Let's go for a game quiz today about this Almeria Barça. Let's start with the first question. We're going to read you at home. Let's see if someone can make it 5 out of 5. 100% of correct answers. Let's see. First question. When was the first time Barcelona visited Almeria? Option number 1, 2003. Option number 2, 2008. Option number 3, 2012. Some seconds at home to vote, and Irati on the studio. No, it's not higher or lower. We are now on the game quiz, okay?
I know this one. Why didn't you ask me, Bruno?
Yeah, I know it too.
Here we go.
I think I know because we saw that before it wasn't 2007, so it cannot be 2008 or 2012, so I vote for 2003. That's my logic. No, I messed it up, then it was 2008.
No. People at home is picking the correct answer. Sil Gording, 2.
Yeah, well, the logic was well
2,
behind
Audrey 2. Yes, it was 2. 2007, 2008. Yes, it was in 2008 in that season, okay, because Almeria was founded in 1989. So it's kind of a recent club. So we have played not many times against them because of that.
By the way, on our screens right now, underneath.
Okay.
Sorry, Bruno. On our screens right now, we have the match day fixtures, which are normally on a loop. We've lost it right now. I couldn't make the joke because I saw that the Madrid-Atlético de Madrid result had been there for a while. I wondered if we'd frozen it there for a reason because it's just nice to look at. Anyway, Bruno, go with the next question.
Okay. Yeah, let's go for the second question. Which from these teams has stayed more seasons in the top flight? Spencer Siegel, today again with Andalusian teams. Option number 1, Almeria. Option number 2, Jaén. Or option number 3, Recreativo de Huelva, the oldest club in Spain.
El Decano.
I think this is easy.
Well, Almeria, I know, have spent 7 seasons in La Liga. Jaén, I've never heard of them spending any time in La Liga. Have they been in La Liga?
I mean,
Irati says it's easy. I want to know the opinion of Irati also. So.
Okay,
I'll just
no,
Irati, give your
I'll just shut up.
No, wait a minute.
answer.
Spence,
I
you
let
give your
Spence
answer, and then Irati and I will weigh in.
It's between Almeria and Huelva. I'm gonna go with Recreativo, just as a guess.
I'm going to agree with Spence.
I was going to say
with Recre.
Recreativo.
Sure you were.
No, the first match I've seen in my life in Camp Nou was against Recreativo, and it was like years ago. And this is a historical team. Almeria is not that historical.
Go, Bruno.
Okay. But on the live chat, you have to look a little bit more the live chat and cheat because almost everyone is picking the correct answer. Lori, Rose, Susana, Ariel, Anais. It's number 1. It's Almeria. Almeria.
Wow.
7 seasons for Almeria in the top flight. As Spencer said, 3 for Jaén, 5 for Recreativo. Just 5 for Recreativo Huelva. Yes. Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Let's continue with the game quiz. Which player spent 2 seasons at Barça Athletic? It's kind of similar questions like the other day, but let's see if today are the same answers or not. Option number 1, Akiem. Option number 2, Chumi. Option number 3, both. 2 seasons, Let's see, because Robert, if this can be confusing or not, the fact of spending 2 seasons.
No, I mean, it's option 3, right? It's both.
But both stayed 2 seasons, Akiem and Chumi. Okay, I'm going to say yes, both play at Barça Athletic, but they both spent 2 seasons there?
Yeah, don't toy with me. Yeah. I said 3 already.
Okay. You're right. It's 3. Ovada, Askat, Samira, Imad. I'm sure this time you've looked to the live chat because our people at home, they're always making good answers. Okay, it was
lots
3.
of people getting it right today.
Akiem
Congratulations.
and Chumi. Okay, question number 4. Let's go for this. A little bit of geography here also. Irati, back to you. Okay. Almeria is owned by a sheikh from which country? Option number 1, UAE, Emirates. Option number 2, Qatar. Option number 3, Saudi Arabia.
I'm so happy that Irati got this one.
Because you don't know?
I have no clue.
I think it's the first one.
I don't think it's Qatar.
UAE from
No, it's not Qatar.
United Arab Emirates. Okay. You
No one's
say
going for 3.
UAE. Actually, if we have people from these countries watching us, please place your flag and say hello from the Middle East. Okay, it's not UAE. It's not the United Arab Emirates. Sorry. Yes, it's Arabia Saudi. Not many people picking the correct answer this time. Imad Fazal, yes. Mr. Torts, yes. But not many people this time picking the correct answer. It's Turki Al Sheikh from Saudi Arabia. He was the one organizing the Maradona Cup that Barcelona played a year ago there in Riyadh against Boca Juniors. How many in the case arriving to the final of the Cup, the team can play? Option number 1, 18. Option number 2, 19. Option number 3, 20.
Technicality. Wait a minute, Bruno.
What technicality?
Does today's game count?
That's a good question.
Yes.
Okay.
Today's game
Today's
counts.
game has to be included. It's one
included.
from the
So
answers, yes.
This is match day 23, which means there's 16 games left in the season. They have to play 2 games against Madrid, so that's 18. They would play in the final, that's 19. I don't think there are any games left after that, so I'm going to stay there and say 19.
You say 19. And your maths, Spence, are the good ones. Yes, correct. It's Hanks, Sniper, singing, well, almost everyone also picking the correct answer. So yes, I love to see flags there from Middle East and also people sharing Al Hilal 7, Al Dul Khail nil. I don't know if this is a real result of today. Al Hilal, congratulations to all the Al Hilal fans. Unfortunately, they lost against Real Madrid in the game they played weeks ago, but yeah, one of the big clubs of Riyadh, Al Hilal. So guys, that's the game quiz today. A bit of geography, a bit of players, and a bit of Almeria.
Thank you, Bruno. We'll come back to you in a second for another little game centered around Lewandowski. But just a quick question, guys. For you, after what happened on Thursday with yesterday's result, what's the priority today going in? What would you like to see in the first 15 minutes of the game?
I mean, I would love to see a Barça that has completely forgot about what happened in Manchester, and Barça that is fully focused in La Liga, and a Barça that enjoys and makes enjoy, you know, that Barça that we like, that touches the ball fast and makes many opportunities, even if it's not goal, because, you know, it's the way to get the goal. So I want to see that Barça back.
Spence?
Yeah, this is, I think, a game where we're going to see a lot of players we haven't seen in a while getting their opportunity to make their impact. So I'd like to see some new faces on the score sheet, to be honest. I'd like to see Ferran get in there. I know he didn't score in the last game where he played really well, but this would be one where it would be nice to pay him off. I'd like to see Kessié score. I think he deserves it based on the amount of times that he gets forward. This would be a good game for him. So, you know, Lewandowski, Gavi, they're the easy answers, but I think we're going to see something different today.
I like your point there that just try and get players' morale back up, get Ferran to maybe score a couple even.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, I think it's an important game for that as well. We'd also like to see Lewandowski score as well in his race for Pichichi. Right now, he's at the top of that. Bruno, we're going to talk about his start because Lewandowski completed his 30th appearance on Thursday against Manchester United, and his goal-scoring numbers are simply incredible.
It's incredible. We're going to play higher or lower, and this means that you have to say if it's higher or lower, the number and the stat that we're going to offer. And yes, we're going to talk about goal scorers of FC Barcelona, how many goals they scored in the first 13 games playing for the club. And we're going to start with Lewandowski, that has scored 25. What an incredible numbers there for Robert Lewandowski, okay? So it's important. First 30 games of all these players in their first season for Barça in all competitions. So we start there with the 25 goals that Lewandowski has scored so far. Let's see Romario, if he scored more or less goals, higher or lower, Irati, Romario.
In his first 30 games. I'm going to give you a clue. Romario, when he landed in Barcelona, when he signed for Barcelona, said he was going to score 30 goals that season in La Liga, and he did that. On the last day, he scored his 30th.
On the last day.
So he scored 30 in La Liga, but you've got other competitions, obviously, as well.
So I go higher.
You go higher, like
yes.
Rose, like Imat, and like TR1. Its Hanks goes lower, DTN says lower, Rafael lower, and it's lower, 23. Almost there, but no, 2 less goals than Lewandowski in the first 30 games of Romario. What a player, Romario. What an absolute legend for FC Barcelona. Okay, let's continue with another legend that unfortunately didn't play too many years at the club, but it was incredible. Ronaldo Nazario. Ronaldo.
Oh, incredible.
Spencer Siegel, higher or lower? 23 goals. The ones of Romario in the first 30 games playing for Barca in all competitions. Ronaldo, it's higher or lower?
I like the idea of higher. Anytime you put him on the pitch, no? I mean, it didn't really matter what team he was playing for. I'm going with higher.
I would have gone higher as well.
You go higher, okay, like Ariel, like Tony, like Jacobs, like Jean. Yes, it's higher, 26 goals. So actually one more than Lewandowski. Incredible player, another incredible legend for Barca. Okay, let's continue with these 26 goals, and careful because now we go to another legend. In this case, the Uruguayan, Luis Suarez. Let's see.
Not the one who's playing today.
Not the one who's playing
Remember, we are counting the first. No, we are counting the first 30 games, and Suarez started a little bit later the season because he was suspended after what happened playing for Uruguay in that Uruguay-Italia.
Yeah,
but we're counting games, so no months.
Games.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're still counting his first 30 games.
I think it's gonna be easy for you, but
it's slow because Suarez got off to a slow start scoring. In fact, it wasn't until his second season when he started pumping them in. So I'm going lower.
Yeah, exactly, and it was tough for him to start in the middle of the competition, so it's lower. Alina, Rose, Anthony, you are right, it's lower. 14 goals. 14 goals for Suarez, not bad numbers at all, but yeah, it's 14 goals. Okay, let's move on with Samuel Eto'o. Incredible player, Samuel Eto'o, signing from Mallorca, and how many goals scored in the first 30 games playing for Barca? Higher or lower than 14?
I mean,
Irati, back to you, yes.
Of account that Suarez was 14, that is not pretty high. I go higher because, I mean, at least Samuel Eto'o that I remember was always scoring higher.
Okay, Bill says higher, Lila says lower. Oxel says lower, Imad lower, many lowers. No, of course
No.
it's higher. Yes, you're right, Irati, higher.
Vamos.
21 goals. 21 goals for Samuel Eto'o, so it's higher. Let's move on with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. For me, a player a bit undervalued because he did a really good job in the only season he stayed for Barça, scoring lots of goals. And for me, a bit undervalued. But, well, let's see Ibrahimovic if he was higher or lower than Samuel Eto'o. Spencer Siegel.
We're talking his season with Barça, right? Not his season in MLS with the LA Galaxy. Shout out. MLS season started yesterday. I gotta believe it's gonna be a little bit higher than 21. That's what I want to say, Bruno.
You say, okay, you say higher. He scored a vital goal, for example, in El Clásico against Real Madrid at the Camp Nou, winning 1-0. People saying higher, like Ariel, Lila, Imad saying also high, but also we have Rose, Frank, and Casio saying lower, and it's lower. 14 goals for Ibrahimovic, okay? Final player, David Villa. 14 goals from Ibrahimovic is
He's really
the ones
tough.
that now we are going on. Villa, it's higher or lower? Robert, final one.
Final one, right. This is tough. Higher.
You say higher. Carlos says lower. Amin lower. Ariel higher. And it's higher. 17 goals. Just for 3 goals of difference with Ibrahimovic. But Villa scored 17 goals in his first 30 games playing for Barça.
Right. Okay, sorry. Let's go. Thank you, Bruno. Let's just do a refresh of lineups and then we'll go and talk about last week's game. We'll come back to you, Bruno, in a second. Right. Lineup. 15 minutes remaining. Tense music a little bit.
Why do we even need the music? Just have Irati do it.
It remembers me to the start of the series.
We are 14 minutes away from this game. Matchday 23 at the Powerhouse Stadium in Almeria. Barça, with a win, would go 10 points ahead of Real Madrid after their draw yesterday against Atletico de Madrid. Very important 3 points for Barça, as we said before, against a team that are fighting to get out of the relegation zone. Always tough to play against them. Our lineup for today includes Marc-André ter Stegen in goal. Changes in defence: Sergi Roberto Christensen, Eric and Jordi Alba at the back. 4 midfielders: Sergio Busquets, Frenkie de Jong, Kessié and Gavi back in the lineup after being suspended against Manchester United. And up front we have Ferran Torres and Robert Lewandowski. Let us know your thoughts on that lineup before the game starts. What you would have done differently, who were you expecting to see? Is the lineup you expected, Irati?
It's not the lineup that I expected, to be honest, but I really like all those changes. I think it's really important to give minutes to this kind of people. And also, like, I think it's better to change the feeling and the chip when the players that are playing are not the same that played in Manchester, you know? So I really like that Gavi is back. I really like to give continuity to that midfielder without Pedri because or the things that are coming up. And I'm happy for Eric Garcia because I think he deserves more minutes.
We have a question for you guys. We'll put it on our screens right now, and it is: what would you like to see from Barca going forward now? More clean sheets. Can ter Stegen make it 18 today? More chances, more goals. Maybe you think that the team needs to create more and try and not win every game 1-0 as we've been doing in La Liga on several occasions. Or are you looking forward to wins against the big teams when we face Real Madrid, when we face Atletico de Madrid, that the team can prove that they can win against the big teams? Spence, what would your answer be?
Well, they've been beating big teams this year. They've shown that they can beat Madrid. They've beaten Atleti on the road. And this is, I think, with the clean sheets too. How many of them have we seen this year? You really want to get greedy and keep asking for more? I think the way that the league goes, at times you're not going to put up clean sheets. Tonight might be one of those nights that they don't put up a clean sheet. So the answer for me is number 2, score goals. Find ways to score more. Today could be a good example of that. And from there, you don't need a clean sheet every time to win 1-0.
Talking about clean sheets and talking about scoring goals. That is exactly what we did last week against Cadiz at the Spotify Camp Nou. A game in which Ferran Torres shined more than anyone. The question is, what did you like most about that game? Was it Ferran Torres? Was it the fact that we had another clean sheet? Or was it that Levy got back into scoring form? I'm going Ferran Torres.
I'm going Ferran Torres, but not only because of he did theirs, but only like to put another player there that can have quality minutes and that brings more to the team. It has been a tough season for him. We haven't seen the best Ferran Torres, but as he said, ending the match, I think we saw the best Ferran Torres since he arrived to Barca.
He produced that the run and the assist for the first goal, going past up to 3 defenders. He won 10 of his dribbles the other day, 10 out of 12. An absolute beast of a performance from Ferran Torres. Spence, what are the fans saying? What do you think?
I'm seeing a lot of Ferrans. Rose says Ferran. Alina says 1 and 3. And we've got, let's see, 3 from Capi, 1 Ferran from DTNYT, 1 from Audrey. Erica Albano says Ferran as well. Yeah, I think that's the easy answer from the game, right?
Yeah, I mean, also appreciate that Ter Stegen made some big saves as well. And Barca were a bit lucky as well, that header which hit the post from Lozano. Ultimately, Barca won the game 2-0 and well, managed to maintain themselves at the top of the table. Right, Spence, got a couple of things that we're promoting today. One is the Lewandowski playlist on Spotify. You can find it on our live chat. There's a link there. If you click on it, you'll go straight to Spotify and you can see what songs he's picked. Do you like the playlist that Robert Lewandowski has selected, all the songs that he's put together for his pre-match playlist? Guys, we've had a look at it. Which songs do you like that are on there?
It's a big mix.
It is a big mix, yeah, it's a mixed bag. Pedri's was more like monotonous with more, a lot of the same.
You said before, like maybe like looking for like one, I would choose 2 of them.
Okay.
Because if it was like for before a game, I would choose Despecha from Rosalía.
Okay.
But one of my favorite songs is inside there and is Thinking Out Loud from Ed Sheeran.
I was going to go there. I wouldn't have it as a pre-game song, Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran, but it's a lovely song, and I mean I've heard it live as well. It's simply amazing. My pick, I'm going to go old school with this one. I mean, well, old school relatively, because what is it, 13 years old? This song is I Got a
Sure.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a. When we're playing at night,
we can't. We're not allowed to play the song.
no,
so
but
you
we
might
can
as well
sing it.
if you're gonna do karaoke.
We can do karaoke. Spence, what's your pick?
I love this guy. I don't know. I gotta be honest, man. I don't know how many of these Spanish songs he listens to. 'Cause there's a lot of Spanish songs on there, and I'm thinking, like, I know he wants to learn Spanish. It's actually a good way to learn it. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing, but. He's also got a lot of songs from that era that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
It's between a long time ago and not so long ago.
He's my age.
Right.
And those are the songs that I would have on there.
I saw Yeah by Usher slash Lil Jon slash Ludacris. I saw, I think it was Temperature from Sean Paul. Like, that era of the mid 2000s, late 2000s, that's where that's like the sweet spot right
on the live chat. Obviously, people haven't really gone into Lewandowski's playlist because I don't see anyone saying any of the songs. Go check it out. Just, there's a link on the live chat. Click it and you can go and check it out. But I do see Alina, Albert Martin, Barbara Rodriguez. I see Evie Klein-Oberman saying, please, Gavi playlist. All right, we'll pass the request on to our marketing team and see if they can get it done. I'm sure that at some point or other we'll have a Gavi playlist. Before we go back to Bruno, just a reminder, we have our WhatsApp channel. Spence, we want fans to send us some positive pictures, some positive selfies.
I just want to point out that you're like double Gavi's age. So when Gavi makes a playlist, I can just see you being like, I don't know what these kids are listening to these days.
That's exactly my reaction when the Pedri playlist came out.
I think that day Spotify will collapse.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So send in your pictures and your videos to that right down here. What you see down here. Send it to that number. We want to see the pictures and videos. Remember, if we've got a penalty or something, like a big moment, maybe a corner, film yourself and then you can send it in and we'll get your reaction.
Yeah,
We'd love
that's
to
also
see
a good
that.
idea. If, like, we have a penalty, if you can film a reaction of celebrating a Barca goal, don't fake it. It has to be genuine. But yeah, we can show that as well. We want your pictures. We want your pictures of support for the team. We want you to be wearing your Barca jerseys. Let us know which season the jersey is of. If it's got a name and number on the back of it, we want to see what that is as well. So send in your selfies and we'll show them throughout the show. If no one tells me the contrary, we'll go to Bruno. Let's go to Bruno, and he can tell us what's been going on in this match day 23 of La Liga. Good result for Girona today, for example.
Yes, let's start reviewing what has happened today. Really good win for Girona in San Mamés. Barça will go there 12th match in a couple of weeks. But yeah, incredible win for Girona, 3-2. An important one, of course, to continue with their objective to stay up in the top flight. Also, impressive win from Celta de Vigo, 3-0 up against a direct rival in the relegation battle against Valladolid. And from yesterday, well, to highlight, of course, the draw between Real Madrid and Atletico in the derby with a lot of controversial actions with Gil Manzano as a referee, and Valencia that won a game finally after many months without doing it against Real Sociedad, an important side. And the standings, Barça with the possibility today to increase the gap to 10 points, as we already said, and careful with Almeria because they are in the drop 19th position, so it's of course a really important game for the Andalusian team. Sold out Power Horse Stadium today, guys. We're gonna stay here on our seats ready for the game commentary.
Right, Bruno, I want your prediction and I want Marc Brau and Uri's prediction behind, because I can see that they're behind you.
Okay, yes, I'm going to say 1-0 up for Barça, so we continue keeping a clean sheet, and a result that Barça has been achieving in last weeks. Marc, on Barça Live, they want to know your guess the score, your prediction for today.
A prediction. Well, I think that it will be a little bit difficult today, but Barça will win 1-0 for Barça.
Oh, like me.
Well, the same. Way was for 1 goal, so
Okay, mark the stat.
mark the stat. Mark the stat.
Thank you, Marc. And Uriel González, our camera also from Barça TV. Guess the score. Guess the score.
Prediction.
1-3.
Okay, so for Uri, clean sheet is gonna end, but we're gonna score 3 goals. And Jordi Sanglas, at least, let's see if we can hear you because he's recording our shot. Your guess the score?
1-3.
Okay, so the two cameramans go for the same result, that is 3-1, and the two journalists, Marc and I, with 1-0 up for Barça. So, well, here we have all our predictions on the studio, or the crew there on the control room. Let's go for it.
Thank you, Bruno. I have to say, I mean, even though they're not going for clean sheets, I'm team cameraman, just for the entertainment. I don't want another 1-0 win. I want goals. I want entertainment. That's why I'm going for a 3-0 win for Barca. Let's hope that makes... I'm even going to predict 2 Ferran Torres goals and 1 Lewandowski goal.
Lately, we agree a lot with the result, so I also go for that 3-0 for Barca, and I really hope also that Ferran Torres scores.
And for once, I think we don't agree.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we haven't gotten it right anyway, so hopefully one of us gets it right.
Well, I got this pretty right.
I'm talking about recently, Dati, okay? I realize I haven't gotten one right all year. I'm aware of that fact, but I'm going 4-1. I think there are goals abound in this game, and I'm hoping that Barca can have the majority.
I see lots of big predictions on the live chat, Spence. I see 5-0s, I see 6-0s. Our crew, also some big predictions there. Sergi, our director today, going with 4-0, the same as Marc. Santi going for 3-1. Jaume Torra 3-0. And Laia also, so there's lots of 4-0s here. Mauri as well. Carlas as well. Sanglas 3-1, as we just said. Luis, my brother, going 2-0, same as Jordi. Valero 0-1, like Bruno. It's a boring game. Juan, 1-0. You can just leave now.
What are we doing, man?
Laura, makeup artist, going 4-1. And our camera crew in here going 4-0, 4-1, and 2-0. So, yeah, they're going for entertaining results. Good. Right, let's see who gets it right. Let's hope that we can pop the confetti today to celebrate a good win. Let us know your predictions on the live chat as well. You can... If you're quick enough, you can go and predict them on the Matchday Challenge as well on the FC Barcelona app and fcbarcelona.com. You can end up winning a game day jersey, so why not go and do it? Spence, what are the fans predicting?
Yeah, a lot of high-scoring affairs and a lot of clean sheets that I'm seeing. 4-0 from Ariel and Imad, 8-1 from Sight SC. Normally I would say that's outlandish, but there was the 8-0.
There was the 8-0.
Against Almeria. let's see.
That would be a confidence booster.
5-0 from Hillary, 5-0 from Andrea, 2-1 from Tasvini, 5-0 from MKO Gaming. A lot of clean sheets here. I don't know. This is for a team that scores and gives up a lot of goals. It just feels like we're going to see a lot.
Spence, one last take before the game starts.
My opinion on what Almeria are doing this season is that they're one of a number of teams that are trying to fight out of this depth of the bottom three. But the problem this year compared to past years is there's one really bad team at the bottom, that's Elche, and then there's like 7 or 8 teams that are all clumped about, and that includes Valencia and Sevilla, and so you just have to keep winning. If you're,
Cádiz,
there's a bunch
teams.
of them, so you got to keep winning.
Irati, one last take, 1 minute to go.
But my last take is like I think it's going to be really difficult because all the teams go highly motivated against Barça, and imagine if you fight for relegation. But I have the feeling that Barça is going to make the change of chip, and we're going to see an entertaining game.
But the relegation teams keep winning. It happened again today, right? Like Celta just got a victory, Valencia got a win yesterday, Cádiz got a win this week. It just they just keep on winning.
Right, the game out to kick off. Barca's lineup, just one refresher. Ter Stegen in goal. Sergio Roberto, Christensen, Eric, and Jordi Alba at the back. 4 midfielders: Sergio Busquets, Frenkie de Jong, Kessié, and Gavi. And up front is Ferran Torres and Robert Lewandowski, looking for a win in La Liga to go 10 points ahead of Real Madrid, waiting for the referee's whistle. We've lost the countdown. We won't see if we time it perfectly. Can we get the countdown back? I'm always interested in this, and we never managed to get it, but the referee's going to blow the whistle now. The game's going to get started. Barca playing in the golden kit. Here we go. I want to ask you, live chat, to fill the chat with Barca hearts, blue and red hearts. Lots of love for Barca, please. Positivity. That's all we want today in a game, I insist, which we can go up 10 points ahead of Real Madrid. Hearts, blue and red hearts, support for Barca as we get started here. Barca attacking from right to left, playing in the golden kit. Almeria playing in their traditional white and red striped kit, attacking towards the right hand side of our screens. Bruno Ballester, as you said, sold out house, and it sounds like the atmosphere is booming there.
Absolutely, they have started with a Yes We Can song before kicking off this match. It's a crucial game for Almeria. They are 19th spot, so fighting to avoid the drop. And as we are always comparing, of course, with our main competitor, Real Madrid, the team from Madrid won here 14th August. They suffered a lot because they won 2-1 with a late goal in the 75th minute from David Alaba. So Madrid suffered. Let's see if Barca can suffer a little bit less today.
Let's see. I love all the colour on the live chat. Yeah, put in some yellow hearts as well, because we're playing in the golden kit.
Sprinkle of yellow.
Golden.
Screen full of... Now, switch to yellow hearts. Now switch to yellow. Only yellow hearts. See if we can make a yellow live chat. Well, careful, because Barca attacking. Jordi Alba is offside. Jordi Alba is offside. I love when the chat gets colourful. It's just so visual on our screens there.
Mac was asking earlier today what kits are they wearing, and they're wearing the gold kits. So a gold heart would be worth it. By the way, I just noticed the ball up to Jordi Alba and the cross in from Jordi Alba, it looks like they're playing in water. I mean, it is a heavily, heavily watered pitch. That's got to be by design.
Do you see that there, Bruno? That the pitch is like heavy, that it's been watered a lot? You seem to have lost Bruno. Well,
it's wet. It's wet. The stadium, but I mean the conditions are good ones here on the Power Horse Stadium. Yes.
Good. Right. Lots of yellow hearts on the live chat. Keep them coming. Lots of yellow hearts.
Yeah, it's not raining.
It's not raining.
It's
heavily watered,
just when they sprinkle.
No. 15 degrees. I mean, the conditions are amazing. But it's true that when we see the ball rolling, yes, I'm happy because we have been suffering some away games during this month of January. But it's true. The impression also from the field is the same one. When the ball is rolling, we see a lot of water, but it's not because of rain conditions. It's because of the way they decided to build the field in this case. But for Barca, it's positive, I think, to have these conditions and not a really dry field like in some stadiums.
It's
Bruno.
15 degrees and he's wearing a ski jacket.
Yeah. Bruno, who's going to score the first Barca goal? Ferran, Lewandowski or Gavi?
I'm gonna go with Lewandowski. Lewandowski. Yeah, it's a jacket, Spence, but it's just my shirt, a short jumper, and the jacket. Because a normal game is one shirt, another jumper, another jumper. This time I'm kind of, thinning here.
Layers. That's how you
big
do
jacket,
it
but
layers.
Yeah.
Almeria putting together a sequence of passes here. Lots of twos on the live chat. That means that the fans think that Lewandowski will score. I'm going to go Ferran.
I think it's going to be Gavi today. It's that kind of game that he will take the strings and start the game.
Spence, care to venture a guess?
The first goal scorer. I'm sticking with Kessie. Yeah.
You did say Kessie. Yeah, that's
sticking with it. I'm sticking with it.
A nice deep pass from Frenkie de Jong to Jordi Alba, making another run down the left. His cross bounces off of defender, and it's a throw into Barca on the left-hand side. Here we go again. De Jong playing the inside pass. Kessier's made a run inside the box. He heads it backwards into the hands of the keeper. Barca get into the box for the first time, but not dangerous enough there. Almeria, Bruno, seem to have come out with lots of energy today.
Yeah, with the back four, at least in these first minutes, the back four, we were expecting 5 defenders, and careful now they are attacking.
Zel Bilal Touré down the right-hand side, the cross, low cross inside. Barca's defence take care of business. First Busquets, then Jordi Alba supporting him. Almeria recover, careful here, another cross inside. A clearance by Eric Garcia, and Gavi heads it out for a throw-in as he gets up, kind of swivels, turns. Can't quite see where he is, just heads the ball out.
Somebody gave him a cup of coffee this morning or something.
I would love to have that.
This morning,
Gavi's
maybe
energy.
2 minutes before the game.
Gavi's energy, just one day in my life.
Gavi, I think Gavi drinks espresso. So I don't know if Bruno can confirm this. If you see him like having breakfast when you go to hotels when the team travels, I think Gavi's not a like, he doesn't put milk in his coffee. He's a strong espresso guy.
But he's not like
he doesn't like shots.
He's not jittery energetic. You know what I mean? He's just energetic. You know the difference when you drink coffee. Like you say for example, you've had 4 coffees and you're shaking.
Yeah.
He's just always energetic.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Some comments from our fans. Spence, Barca 3, first Lewandowski, Rafinha, which would be in the second half, and Kessier, the scorers there. That's one of the comments from El Hajj. Let's make it 10. Oh, no, let's make it 10 means the points, I imagine, obviously.
Well, it could be also goals.
Irati and Bruno playlist. That's interesting. Careful, because Barca play the ball through
It's
to Lewandowski.
probably way different.
I agree with Mac on this here.
Yeah.
This game's gonna. Sorry. Yeah, no, Araujo, where he's on the bench.
He's on the bench. Just rest. 6-0. Wow. Amazing prediction by Newa. The Irati and Bruno playlist thing
Probably way different.
might be different. Yeah, my playlist would be so different.
This is.
I reckon Bruno's would be different as well. Careful with Almeria trying to play the ball forward.
This is already a very open and entertaining game.
Yeah, Almeria going for it.
Yeah.
Another clearance by the Barca defense. I wonder how long Almeria can keep up this intensity, though.
I was thinking that is those kind of games that the team like pressures high and goes with high intensity for maybe 20 minutes and everything, but I think it's impossible to keep this intensity the 90 minutes.
Well, if we go back to last week's game for them, because again, I saw that one firsthand, and they did this exact same thing to Girona. They were out the first minutes. They almost looked like the better team. I'd say it was 50-50, but they were getting into their final third and getting chances.
Yeah.
And then Girona put up 4 by halftime.
Yeah, I mean, they left so much space behind, and the defense was kind of shambolic. But yeah, careful now. Christensen gives up the ball in front of the pressure of Luis Suarez. Not our former Luis Suarez, of course.
Played for Granada too, right?
Yeah,
Played for Granada before as well. Nastic de Tarragona. Almeria, the team attacking at the moment. Gavi goes in for the challenge. Slides in and clears the ball for a throw-in in front of Chumi. But Bruno, I mean, the
Yes, on that point, I mean, it's important to explain everyone the kind of Barca these last weeks has been so hard most of our players today in the starting lineup, they were starting against Manchester. And I was saying myself minutes before the show with our producer, with Santi, that I'm like really tired after all these weeks of trips and everything. Imagine a player, not just the trips, also they are playing on the field. So that's something to take into account. And Almeria probably have this extra point of energy than Barça.
Barça wanted a foul there on Gavi. Now there's one called on Frankie de Jong.
And that's why, like listening to Bruno, that's why I think it was really important to Gavi to shake things around today and put Eric and Jordi Alba and those kind of players in defense that didn't play in Manchester.
The energy level that Almeria has brought is big now. Ferran Torres with his first intervention in the game. He's knocked down by Hakimi, but they are going in for contact. They're going into the shoulder-to-shoulder challenges, sometimes getting called for fouls, others not. But Almeria are going to try and win every 50-50 ball in this game. Now De Jong's pass is intercepted.
And we've
not
seen
sharp at the moment.
Barca play games like this before against teams who like to be aggressive. I can think of Getafe, for example, always like to do that. And in the Champions League earlier this year too, it happened against Inter. And so when they start to get handsy, you can't get frustrated when the referee at times occasionally doesn't call a foul. You have to try to get through it and move on to the next play.
I see a comment here from Moushad Marwoun saying, is Dembele still injured? Yes, he is still injured. We'll see when he comes back, but he's not in the squad list today, and I'm quite doubtful he will be for Thursday. Pedri won't be there either. Christensen tries to recover a foul called in favour of Barca. Right, Spence, we have some photographs that our fans have sent via the WhatsApp channel that we have. So let's take a look and see who's there.
That was quick.
Say hi to those guys.
Let's see it.
Let's show those pictures. Oh,
we do have dogs.
Alia.
Alia's dog.
This is my dog Kaylee, and she wanted to watch the game with me today. Her collar is pink and green, so I choose this jersey from 2021 season. Oh, nice one.
I love that one. Yeah.
Nice
very
decision.
good. Nice, Alia. Good. We got another one. So tomorrow I have an exam and there's a Barca game. I will be there no matter what if there's a Barca game. Nice.
How is the exam going?
Okay, so next question. What is the exam? Do you think you're going to pass? Let us know. What are you taking? I'm Luisa from Portugal. I'm always supporting and praying for the team, especially for Pedri. Luisa, thank you for your positive energy. Let's see if after seeing those pictures from our fans, we can see a bit of a reaction from Barca after an intense start from Almeria, which Barca didn't quite match. Now we have the ball in their half. Ferran Torres is going to produce a cross, a bit too much power on it. Jordi Alba can fight for it down the left flank, but it is cleared by Leo Baptista. Throw into Barca.
Yep.
Bruno, sorry. Xavi on the sidelines. Is he active? Is he trying to correct things that he's seeing on the team?
Yes, he's really active, and he knows that today this is a final. This is a final, a really important game. It's the final effort that Barca needs to do with this last week with 2-3 games in the following days, because then after the tie against Real Madrid, this first leg, Barca will be playing a game per week. Then there comes the international break, so everything is going to be much easier in terms of the calendar. So it's important for Barca, this game against Almeria, absolutely, to increase the gap, and of course then it will be another important game against Madrid. But the schedule now after the knockout of the Europa League, it's much better for Barca.
Here goes Kessié making a run inside the box. Kessié takes a shot, it's blocked. The rebound picked up by Sergi Roberto, who could produce a cross. Here comes the cross by Sergi Roberto. Lewandowski almost got there, but it's headed away by Chumi. Barca still attacking. Ferran Torres on the right. He's got the support of Sergi Roberto. Here is Roberto. Left-footed shot goes way wide. Not a good effort there by Sergi Roberto, but Barca getting more into attacking positions, holding on to the ball a little bit more. What Bruno was saying, if there is one silver lining of the elimination of Europa League, is that the schedule gets lighter. You never want to get knocked out of European competitions, though. But, I mean, it does mean that the players get a little bit more rest
and that's, I think, why it's more important, this game, because change many things for you and for Real Madrid, because Real Madrid will see like these guys don't slow down in La Liga, and this is getting difficult for us. So I think it's more important, and we expected this, like in the beginning, to be difficult. But they have to think that, like it's maybe a tough week ahead, and then it goes slider, and also with the substitution Xavi makes and everything.
By the way, another point about what happened in the Europa League: if you have to be knocked out, at least in my opinion, better to do it in the first round than in the semi-finals. Because if you're not going to win the title, it's better to be knocked out in the first round than at the end. Because because in terms of the calendar and everything, you hold your attentions on the league and the cup.
Maybe the guys in ticketing disagree with you, though, Bruno. I mean, we've missed a couple of games.
Glass half full.
Yeah.
That's glass half full.
But anyway, you were going to make a point, Spence?
I was going to say, this feels like one of those games where you're going to have opportunities on both sides. And we're going to have, we're talking about something, and then there's a quick interruption, and we have to be careful. No, Robert?
Yeah. No, I mean, Almeria are making things difficult for Barca when in Barca's half. Then when Barca finally land in opponent territory, then they kind of sit back and then just go from right to left, left to right, following the ball a little bit more and sit a little bit deeper. But Barca are struggling to bring the ball out comfortably. Now they managed to do it through Frenkie de Jong. Barca on the right, there's Lewandowski getting to the box, Letty. That's why you're dangerous.
But against these kind of teams, the most difficult thing is always to pass the first line of pressure. But after that, there's more spaces than normal.
Yeah. There's Jordi Alba on the left, inside pass. Ferran trying to the turn there. The ball fell to Jordi Alba, who produced the low cross straight into the hands of Fernando. Barca feels like finally settling into the game, Bruno, getting a little bit more comfortable, especially when they get close to Almeria's box.
Yes, I completely agree. 15 minutes in the clock now. And yes, we can still see this extra point of energy probably from Almeria, but little by little, FC Barcelona seems to be being ready and back in the match. I wasn't expecting, honestly, this Almeria with a high pressure up front, going and trying to keep the ball. I was expecting more a defensive side, and that's also probably what has surprised Xavi and the players and Barca, that they were expecting a kind of a game with more control. But yeah, I think with the pass of the minutes, also Almeria are gonna be more exhausted because they are pressing really high up front, and this is gonna benefit Barca.
Obviously, I mean, and you don't want to give up easy opportunities while they're still at it with that high pressure.
No, but in the end...
Nice combination from Barca with Busquets getting the ball to Gavi. Gavi plays it out wide to Jordi Alba on the left. He lifts his head up and sees there's no option, but he passes short to Frenkie de Jong. De Jong through to Gavi. A bit too much weight on the pass, and Gavi struggled to control the ball. Now, Leo Baptistao is the one running out. Almeria have 5 players going forward. There could be a 6th with Akieme. Robertone on the left, drives inside. The cross headed out by Christensen very confidently there. You were going to say something, Irati?
Yeah, like these kind of games are like boxing, you know? Like there is points that you have to make the other get tired to just knock out them, and I think it's what Barca has to do. Like they are pressing high, they are going back and forward like super fast and everything, and once they get tired, it will be easier for Barca.
I like the analogy, but you just need to make sure as well that they don't land the punch while they're still going. Here is Eddie Garcia out to Jordi Alba. Alba with the low cross. Made away by Rodrigo Eli, and it is the first corner kick of the game, Bruno.
Yes, first corner kick for FC Barcelona. Ferran Torres is going to be the one taking this corner kick, so let's see if from set piece also the team can today put pressure on Almeria.
Ferran Torres is going to be the one taking. He passes short to Jordi Alba. Alba can put the cross inside. Here comes the cross by Jordi Alba. Oh, he was all by his loads himself. Sergi Roberto couldn't send the ball in the right direction. He was completely unmarked, but the ball went too high up. First kind of opportunity for Barca?
That's a full-on chance, no?
I mean, with the position, yeah. With the execution, no.
But you got to try until
and Fernando receiving the first warning from the referee. Receiving the first warning from the referee,
well,
yes,
good referee,
in the 17th minute. To play from a goal kick, but quite Peter faster because he has been a bit slow.
Ooh. A 50-50 ball there, and both players got hurt. Frenkie de Jong
He's receiving a lot of faults today, Frankie.
So it's Frankie
Yeah.
trying to like volley it back to Stegen,
that
and he
hurts.
collides with El Bilal today.
But
They
to
kick
a,
each other,
to
basically.
to a neutral, this game is brilliant. This is the type of football you want to see.
You want to
Yeah,
see
of
more
course.
chances.
It's
maybe,
wide
but,
open.
Yeah, it
but,
is wide open.
But chances are one thing, but getting into the final third as quickly as the two teams are, it's really not spending much time in the center of the pitch.
It does feel though like Barca are gradually grasping more control of this game. Now Christensen making a run forward. He's going to try and get inside the box even maybe. Ran passes back.
And people is
Yeah, well, I don't
pretty
know.
loud. Yeah,
not
pressing.
sure why,
I think it's pressing just to press
okay.
Barca.
Okay.
Hmm?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
chanting something about Almeria. Oh, Lewandowski to Kessié. Is he offside? I think he is. Looked like Kessié was offside. At the end of the play, Ferran Torres had put the ball in the back of the net. What Xavi's saying is, why don't you let play go on? Even it's offside. It doesn't matter.
Because we're so accustomed to seeing it
Yeah.
go on, but the right call.
Right, interruption in the game. Good time to ask our fans to let us know where they're watching us from. What time is it? And send in your flags. Feel the live chat with the flags of your countries. I want to know, have an orientation, like what time is it? Because the guys in the States, for example, it must be like kind of midday for the ones on the East Coast, early morning for the ones on the West Coast.
Yep.
I'm never sure of what time it is in Australia or India, so let us know. Where are you watching us from? Send in your flags. Let us know your timestamps, your plans for Sunday as well, how you spent your Sunday. Spence will read some of your comments. In the meantime, Barca attacking with a long ball played by Eric Garcia and Bruno. Another corner kick.
Yeah, second corner kick now for Barca. And guys, this game has changed after what we've seen in the first 10, 12 minutes to what we are seeing now. Barca now, yes, are controlling the ball, and I start liking what I'm seeing.
Here comes the cross by Ferran Torres. Christensen's going to head it. Christensen can't head it in the direction of the goal. He stays
Careful
down.
with Christensen.
Careful with Christensen. He stayed down. Now fouled by Gavi. And the referee going over to Christensen's position to check out what happened. Christensen gets up.
Yeah, there was a collision between Chumi and Christensen, but both of them are okay. Almeria fans now are really angry because Barca has stopped the counter-attack, and they understand that he was deserving, the Barca player, the yellow card, but no yellow card in the action.
Well, it's an
stopping
interruption
with
of a counter-attack. Okay, I think that point is valid, but Gavi, I don't think even tries to foul him. He just comes like across him to try and slow him down.
He just crossed, and it's true that the Almeria player falls down after it, but I don't think there's a collision just to.
Well, I think there's
to
contact.
show.
I think it's a foul. It's just not worthy
yellow
of
card.
a yellow. Spence, now that Barca recover the ball, where are our comments? Where are our fans coming from?
I saw a couple of different countries already, more than a couple. Karam is coming from Jordan.
Oh, Jordan.
I do see a Spanish flag. I see a Greek flag. I saw
more flags.
Yeah, we need more. There aren't enough flags here. I see people listing their country. That's fine, but I'm trying to learn about flags. Nepal, Gavi from Turkey, but I don't think that's actually Gavi. We have Ghana, Joseph from Ghana. We have Lewandowski. I believe that's Russia, I think.
Belgium and Greece as well.
Saudi Arabia from Remas. Sof is the local Brit. Germany.
I just love it. One day we'll ask continents. Which continent are you?
But there,
It would be
there
easier.
are emojis
Yeah.
for continents, so you
Yeah?
can. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like.
Well, Barca are
silhouette?
attacking, so wait a minute. Sergio Roberto, his cross is blocked by Robertone, Ferran Torres and Roberto trying to recover the ball, and they do so. Now Kessié plays a deep ball for Sergio Roberto. Roberto puts the low cross in, it's cleared away momentarily by the Almeria defense. Now they're going to try and run on the counter-attack. Eric Garcia goes for the no-nonsense clearance and gives away a throw-in for Almeria, which allows the teammates to come back. What else, Spence? What's happening?
I'm looking up. Yeah, you just type in North America and you get something.
Oh, okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. Africa.
Alia says you need a map. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I know. It's 5:52 in Ghana, so it's just Ghana are 1 hour behind us. Okay, that's interesting. Now I know that.
I thought it was more.
Yeah, I thought the difference might be a little bit more, but that's interesting. Thank you for watching us from Ghana. I mean, fully appreciate it.
Almost 12, almost midnight in Kazakhstan.
Oh, the nice little turn by Gavi. Can he get inside the box? Oh, that's a hard challenge by Rodrigo Eli, the former Alaves defender, now playing for
Yes.
Almeria. So
Oh, careful there.
on three
Careful,
situation. Careful with the opportunity.
Oh.
And what a goal. Oof. El Bilal Touré scores for Almeria.
Wow.
Wow.
There
What
was
a
nothing
goal.
to
Ter
do.
Stegen wants offside. Ter Stegen is raising his right hand, asking for offside. We will see it now, but
I didn't think it was offside.
It didn't feel like. And if it is, it's those like close ones. But it
Yeah,
was-
I think it's a legal goal. Okay.
It was
things-
incredible goal.
and Gavi's complaining for the possible foul
Yeah, I
on
was gonna
him
say.
at the beginning of the move of Almeria.
Okay, Bruno, we've got the replay. So, it's El Bilal Touré. No, El Bilal Touré is not offside in the run. He's Christensen's a step ahead of him, running backwards. So it's Suarez and El Bilal Touré who connect there. Honestly,
It's a nice
they
goal.
do very well.
Yeah.
It's a
Really
very nice
nice
goal.
goal.
They do very
is.
well to get something out of nowhere because they were
And-
outnumbered by Barca defenders. But Suarez has the poise to wait for the run by El Bilal Touré, puts the ball over Christensen, and Touré does very well to finish.
There is nothing Ter Stegen can do there. Like the
Oh,
finish
no,
is
no.
incredible. He
No,
hits
no.
the post and then enters, and it's an amazing goal.
Yeah. As Bruno was saying earlier on in the play, there's a possible call for a foul on Gavi, but it's one of those in which the
Yes.
defender takes the ball, touches Gavi, so they're never going to overturn that. Right, 1-0 in favour of Almeria, so Barca are
I
going to
think-
have to,
Yeah.
well, I mean,
How many minutes have Barca
Turn things
played
around.
from behind this year in La Liga?
interesting
Not
question.
many, right?
Bernabeu,
The Bernabeu for sure. Osasuna.
Pamplona, yeah.
In beginning of the season.
No, because we conceded a goal at the Real Arena, but that came after we took the lead there.
Ah,
And we've only conceded 8, so 3 at the Bernabeu. The one against Espanyol came after we scored.
It's
I
4.
don't remember
The
much.
one against Sociedad.
Osasuna Sociedad,
Osasuna.
missing 1 goal. Oh, Betis. But that came after we were 2-0 up. The Koundé on goal.
And this is the 8th.
This is the 8th.
So there you go. So it's
We've only trailed twice,
Yeah.
now 3 times this season. One time we didn't come back, one time we did come back. In Pamplona, now obviously Bruno, a boost of energy for Almeria and a corner for them.
First corner kick for Almeria. Yes, guys, the impression is that Almeria are playing kind of a vital game for them. Of course, Barca, it's also a vital game for Barca, but they still have a great gap with Real Madrid in the league. But the Blaugranas need to equal this point of intensity. I will explain you now the reactions from Xavi from the sideline in these last minutes after the corner kick.
Okay, 26th minute in the game. The corner kick for Almeria. In comes the cross too long. Oof. I thought it was too long. The ball was kept in by Baptista with a very acrobatic finish. Was it in play? Yeah, it was inside, and Ter Stegen had to clear for a corner kick. The save
was
there by
going
Ter Stegen was
inside,
going to go
it
in.
almost
Okay.
bounced
Yeah,
off
yeah.
of Ter Stegen and in the net.
Wow.
It
It
could have.
was clearly going out.
Second corner kick for Almeria. First airplane for Marc-André Ter Stegen. Yes.
Yeah, first save for Ter Stegen. Okay, Barca going through some tough moments, but guys, stay positive. We can overturn this.
Of
lot of
course,
time.
Lot of time.
yeah.
A lot of time.
A lot of time. Okay, second corner kick is...
What is he doing?
why? What's going on here? Why are we taking so long? In comes the cross. The header goes over the crossbar. Just want to... I mean, let's not get too down, guys. It's the 27th minute. We conceded a goal.
No,
Only
come
the
on.
8th goal we've conceded so far in La Liga. I mean, we were bound to concede more. But there's a comment here from someone who's just called A. It says, why do we support this club? Well, I mean, there are going to be good times and bad times. Now is the time to say, hey, come on, guys, let's support our team. Let's fill the live chat with hearts. Again,
Come
for
on,
Barca,
yes.
blue and red hearts. And yellow hearts as well, because we're playing in gold today. Fill the live chat with hearts. support our team. When we go down, it's when we need to support our team the most, especially during games. After games, we can be frustrated with the result, but during games, we need to support our team.
And I mean, Bruno was talking about the Madrid game here. I really remember, I think it was the first of the 7 game of La Liga, and it started like this, with Almeria pressing, with Almeria scoring the first, and then they went out. And Barça has great talent to turn this around.
Fill the chat with heart. Support for our team, please. Come on. I mean, we need positivity. There we go. We've already got lots. We've got lots of hearts. Bruno, you were going to talk about the reaction of Xavi.
Yes, because while we were reading comments and before the goal of Almeria, when Barça was losing any ball, actually the move of that ends with a fantastic finish from El Bilal, 6th goal for him in La Liga, that Gavi goes down. Xavi looks at Gavi and says, come on, continue, because Gavi is down and is asking for the referee for the foul. But Xavi showing from the sideline this point of intensity that Barça needs to equal to Almeria, and this is what he's showing to all the players to come on, keep going.
Okay, let's hope that the team keeps going with Ferran on the right flank. We're not seeing as much of him today. Barça centering a lot of their attacks down the left flank as well.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how they're planning on using Ferran, and the way that they used him in the last game, or in the last league game against Cadiz, there was a difference.
Here comes the cross by Jordi Alba. Ooh, the clearance by Rodrigo Eli. Again, now corner kick for Barça. Spence, finish your point.
The point with Ferran is, against Cadiz, he was given so much space, and right now, when he's on the ball on the wing, Kessié is maybe 10 meters from him. There's not enough space for Ferran to make his movements and dribble. They need to clear out and get more players in the box.
The cross by Ferran, very long, far post. Headed up in the air. Almeria can run away with it. No, there's going to be another corner kick. And we have a question for you guys as well. Will Barca score before half-time? Yes, no, or I hope. I'm going yes.
We score now in this corner kick.
Oh. As bold as that.
That's bold.
In comes the cross. It takes a deflection. Robertone heads it out, but Kessié picks it up.
This still counts, Irati.
Yeah, I know.
Here comes the cross by Ferran Torres. A nice one! Yeah. Frenkie de Jong was going in for it.
That was close.
Nice cross by Ferran into the hands of Fernando. It was actually Eric Garcia who was fighting for it. Eric, who's scored 1 this season, scored at the Pizjuan. Let's see if this final quarter of an hour gives us a Barca reaction and at least an equaliser before half-time. Although...
And let's see Almeria...
Yeah, go Bruno.
Sorry, Robert. Let's see Almeria, how they continue now with the game, because for me it would be a mistake for them if they now make this step behind and they start defending instead of playing like they are doing it, pressing up front and doing a good job. Sorry, Robert, you were saying.
No, I was going to say that, I mean, obviously we want the equaliser before half-time, but in Pamplona, for example, we went down 1-0 at half-time and then we came back, scored both in the second half. So it won't be a disaster. With 10 men, exactly. Yeah. That was the day that Lewandowski was controversially sent off. Right.
And also probably Xavi wants to make any change, because we have seen Barca attacking, but you don't see that fluent team, that intensity that we were asking for, and that Xavi was asking also for, so probably he will change something. And as what we were talking about Ferran, I feel the team is attacking more in the left, because it's the way that Almeria attacks, so it's where there is more spaces. But we only see this here, so that makes it easier for them to defend.
Right, Sergio Busquets trying to pass the ball inside. He's got Jordi Alba on the left, and a foul called against Jordi Alba. 2 players down, Leo Baptistao and Jordi Alba.
No, in favor.
Oh, in favor of Barca, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a foul there by Baptistao on Jordi Alba.
Yeah, no doubt.
We're seeing a replay of the goal. It's an excellent effort from Luis Suarez and El Bilal today.
Oh, it's a feathery pass over the top. Suarez's pass goes right over the top, and he knew El Bilal would be making that run, and then all he had to do was wait for it to come to a comfortable height and give it a smash, and he hits the underside of the bar.
Right, so Bruno, we have a free kick in favor of us on the left-hand side.
Yes, and Ferran seems that it's the man who's going to take it. Let's see.
Ferran's going to swing it in. Oh no, Jordi Alba with the cross. Can someone connect?
Ay,
the ball over the
It's
crossbar.
corner,
and
right?
No, an offside was given. Offside of Lewandowski? Yeah, Lewandowski was offside. Okay. Right, let's make the most of this mini break after the offside. We have more photographs of our fans sending in pictures on the WhatsApp channel. So let's see who's there. Let's see who's sending in pics. JD the Foot says, got my Barça PJ on and I am from Honduras. Nice. Lovely. Who else have we got? Walter Graus says, oh, look, it's not a picture of him. It's
Spencer.
It's Spence watching
Nice
us.
setup.
Nice stuff.
You
Thank
got a
very
good
much
looking
for the support.
TV there.
And Alinaf Kadial wearing the Barça kit from
It's last year, right?
year, exactly. And supporting Barça, showing us the crest there. Thank you for all the pictures.
That last picture, he looks like he's shouting in a very big, echoey type of room. I'm sure that reverberated nicely. It was a loud shout. I could hear it from here.
Here is, let's hope he can shout out a Barça goal in a couple of minutes. With Barça building up here, Kessié loses his balance. Oh, there's going to be a yellow card there for Eric Garcia.
Wow.
Yellow card for Eric there, who goes in for the challenge just a little bit late. And it's the first yellow card of the game, right, Bruno?
Yes, first yellow card of the game, and is for Eric Garcia.
Kessié loses it. It's a quick pass out by Robertone. Luis Suarez gets a touch in ahead of Eric's challenge, and Eric just comes charging in and fouls him. Right.
Yeah, this game is definitely missing something from Barça.
Well, Barça opportunity, yeah, but Barça are lacking creation.
Yeah, they're losing the ball a lot in the midfield.
Yeah, and also they are acting like predictable. Like Almeria players always know how to defend the situations because they are acting predictable.
10 minutes left in this first half. Almeria play the ball forward. Barça recover it. It goes back to Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen clears with his left foot. 50-50 ball won initially by Almeria. A bit of a scramble here. And finally, the ball is punted forward and it falls back to Ter Stegen. Barça will start again from behind. See if we can get the job done. It's a shame that the Almeria goal came when Barça were feeling most comfortable. Here's a long ball by Christensen. Can Lewandowski fight for it? No, because it's headed away by Babic. Hakimi under pressure. Ball bounces off of Ferran Torres, and it's a throw-in to Almeria. We're not seeing any signs, Bruno, of anyone warming up for Barça, right?
No, anyone warming up, neither for Barça or Almeria. I was going to say that it's a third yellow card for Eric Garcia this season, and just a reminder for everyone, all the players that are one card away from suspension for Barça: Rafinha, Gavi, Dembélé, Busquets, Ferran Torres, and Kessié. So many players for Barça that are just one card away from suspension. Yes.
Let's hope that.
Many midfielder players
if it's anyone, it's just one player. I mean, we can't afford to lose all of them.
You got what, 2 games before El Clasico after this?
Oh, that's true.
Or 3,
yeah, but,
2 or 3.
You've got,
so maybe it's better.
You got the new Valencia with
Valencia and Athletic Club.
Athletic Club.
It's difficult.
Away, Athletic Club.
Yeah.
Valencia, Athletic Club, and then El Clasico. So if you're going to get suspended, look, you don't want to get suspended for any game, but just remember, the game against Athletic Club is going to be just as physical as this one.
Yeah.
Or more.
Or more.
And also
Valencia again is going to be really tough also, eh? Careful, yes, exactly.
They are in a difficult situation, like as a club.
Barça win it back. Here's Jordi Alba on the edge of the box. Kessié, can he put in a quick pass? Inside the box. Oh, Ferran Torres got the ball caught underneath him, couldn't control and get himself into a position to shoot.
Good idea, though.
Yeah.
Barça need to make the most of these opportunities. A quick chance. Careful now. Eric Garcia let the ball bounce. Needs to clear it from danger. El Bilal Touré picks it up. Gonna wait for support, and Almeria gonna try and enjoy possession here. Chumi. Almeria on the right. Barça chasing to recover. Long ball into nowhere, and a throw-in for Barça. Come on, guys, needed a good opportunity. It was a good chance, the one before set up by Kessié. It was a shame that Ferran just couldn't get the ball out from underneath his feet.
Yeah, and I think that's what Barça needs. Like, I think a goal will just change everything.
Sempre culé, says Antoni. Encouraging. Hello from South Korea. Nice.
What's up, Luffy?
Wow.
What time is it in South Korea? We're doing a comeback. I like that energy. I like those comments. Lewandowski with a header. Can send it in the right direction. Barca, we can do it, says Tabu. Oh, Tabu, sorry.
All I know is that just imagine when Barca score a goal and your message is on the screen.
Nice.
Think about the bragging rights you get after that for the rest of your life.
Imagine if you're predicting that.
Right. Right. We're going to score a goal. We throw it up on the screen here, and sure enough, they do.
Right, 38th minute. Goal kick for Almeria. I'm confident we can get a goal before half-time, even if it's a scrappy goal, even if it's an own goal. Ooh, a foul there on Edic now from behind. Yeah, don't complain, it's a foul.
I don't understand with cameras why players complain.
Yeah.
Because in the moment, they're thinking that they won it cleanly, even though they probably know in the back of their head that they didn't, because if he gets to that ball, it's a clear foul.
Come on.
But if he gets to that ball, and all of a sudden he's got a chance to score. So of course he's upset.
There's cameras. I don't understand why in the clear situation the protest, because I mean everyone is seeing you.
Right, here is Barca attacking.
You'll find out when you get on the pitch.
Yeah, I guess. That's
We're
going to be
just
hard.
over 5 minutes away from half-time. It's 1-0 for Almeria, unfortunately. We're hoping for a Barca equaliser. Here comes a run by Ferran Torres. Couldn't connect with Sergi Roberto.
I liked it better that time, though, because he did have space to operate. He just didn't come up with the right play.
Bruno, when Barca attack, Almeria are accumulating bodies at the back, and they are managing to stay organised at the moment.
Absolutely, they are really focused on defense. They know the importance of this class, of course, after all the results of this week. I mean, there's still many time to go, and Barca, of course, can come back. But yeah, the first half, of course, is the Almeria team and has deserved this win. But yeah, there's still a long time to go. And let's see if Barca can improve a little bit on second half, or why not in these last minutes of the first half.
Right. Long ball played by Almeria straight into Barca's half.
See, I got the feeling like it's not Barca is losing because Almeria is way better. I feel like Barca is not playing the way they have to play, and that's why we're losing. But they're still on the game, and now they're creating more opportunities.
I like this from Blaise Edit. Says, do applauses, guy, maybe to encourage a goal, because you said that worked last week against Cadiz.
It worked against United and against Cadiz.
Okay, so let's fill the live chat with applauses and see if we can encourage.
Slow clap, slow to fast. Hey.
I got the other way
Now you gotta go. No, you gotta start going faster.
And live chat, fill the live chat with applauses.
Not from slow to. There's got to be a middle ground.
I'm just not rhythmic.
You don't have any rhythm. No. Okay. All right, I'm ready for it. Let's go.
It's one of the great frustrations my dad has, because he's a drummer and I could never get a grasp of it.
That's why I didn't ask you guys to help me on the rap.
Careful here with the cross by Frenkie de Jong. It's headed away. Fill the live chat with applauses, though, guys.
Come on.
There we go.
Normal one.
Come on.
Busquets cuts inside.
They're
on
creative.
his left and pass it out to Frenkie de Jong. Inside pass. Sergi Roberto on the edge of the box. Frenkie de Jong again. The cross by Frenkie. Looking for Ferran Torres. Jordi Alba's going to pick it up.
This is good. I like this energy.
Since the applauses, Barca attacking more.
This is looking well. Come on.
Come on.
Hey.
Come on. Keep going. Dale.
Let's go.
Positive thoughts, positive encouragement.
Come on.
Jordi Alba. Almeria, very tight. What's the result going to be at halftime? Is it Almeria win? Is it going to be a draw? Barca wins maybe is a bit optimistic, but
you're saying 1-1.
1-1.
1-1?
1-1.
A draw. Here's Ferran Torres. He's dropped to the left. In comes the cross by Ferran. Kessié can get the header. Oh! And and no one managed to connect with that cross. It was a good cross by Ferran Torres.
It's getting close. It's coming.
I can feel it. There's a foul called by Sergi Roberto on Robertones. Lots of people voting 3.
Yeah.
Well, it was 3?
3 was Barca
Barca
winning
win.
at half-time. I mean,
I love the energy.
that is quite optimistic.
I mean, it's football. Everything can happen.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can score 2 goals in 2 minutes, but
I think we got to be realistic at times. No, I think this is a first half that was, I think, deserved for Almeria. Actually, I
but
would
maybe
say.
it's the energy the team needs. Like people thinking the comeback is coming.
That the
soon.
players on the pitch are gonna use the energy of our YouTube show, and I agree.
A foul by Luis Suarez on Eric Garcia again.
Too many fouls from Luis Suarez. Too many fouls from Luis Suarez to Eric Garcia. Warning now from the referee to Luis Suarez. But Eric, in the first foul he has done, it was a yellow card, but he showed it. I don't know why he's waiting in too many actions for Luis Suarez.
I guess it's because he's striker. They always take longer to give those yellow cards to strikers.
Ooh, nice little nutmeg
Oh.
with Ferran making progress down the left. Hakimi did very well because it looked like the ball was going out for a corner, but he managed to hit it and actually get it to a teammate. Barca trying to get the ball forward. The aerial challenge between Frenkie de Jong and Eddie Garcia. Neither of them could win it. The ball ends up in the power of Chumi. Switch over to Roberto. He's going to take on Sergi Roberto. Careful here. We don't want to concede before half-time either. 1-0 is bad enough. The ball headed up in the air by Luis Suarez. Gavi.
Nice
the ball
out.
forward and heads it out. I haven't seen a lot of Gavi in this first half, honestly.
Yeah,
No,
but in the wrong
yeah.
spots, though.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him doing as much
Oh.
defending as he's doing. And now
Foul
Almeria
now.
have a free kick.
Now Almeria have a free kick.
And
How
I
much added time, Bruno?
1 minute of added time.
This is gonna
1
end
minute,
here.
1 minute.
This is going to end here.
Yeah.
So let's make sure at least it's only 1-0. Free kick to Almeria, a chance to cross it in. Barca need to take care of business here. Nearly everyone back to defend. One of those which is from far out, and Barca could try and play like the offside trap. In comes the cross by Robertone, headed away by Jordi Alba with ease. Let's see if Barca can create a quick opportunity on the counter here. No, because the clearance by Jordi Alba falls to Almeria, and they're going to try and build again. Baptistao. Referee blows the final whistle, half-time at the Powerhorse Stadium in Almeria. Bad news for Barca because we are 1-0 down. The goal scored by El Bilal today in what has been an improvable first half from Barca, let's say. We want to ask you, as always, did you like the first half? Give us your thumbs up or your thumbs down. I think maybe today we'll have a few thumbs down on the live chat. I'm going to go thumbs down. Yeah, it needs to be better in the second half. It's not a disaster. Barca, I mean, didn't really struggle a lot, but lacked a bit of creativity in creating chances.
Yeah, for me it's also thumbs down. First, because we are losing, and second, because we are not seeing the Barca we wanted to see. Like as you said, everything is going super slow. There's lack of creativity. There's lack of players like showing up that creativity they have. Like as you said, we are seeing Gavi only defending. We haven't seen Gavi in the last meters of the field. So I think there's many things to improve. But for the good news, is only 1-0 down. So there's 45 minutes to come back for sure, and Barca has quality for that.
And I do want to stress that point, that the game's not over. I see lots of negativity on the live chat. Be supportive. Let's be supportive, and let's see if the team can turn things around. Spence.
Yeah, man, this is football. Like, this is what happens. What do you think? You're going to win every game that you play easily?
Well, I hope
without
we're going to win today.
Right,
I mean,
but you think no? But my point is, you think you're going to win every game easily without any sort of problems? It doesn't work that way. You've got to fight through adversity at times, or else you're really not improving as a team. There is going to be adversity. So, yeah, it's first half thumbs down, but that doesn't mean the second half can't be a thumbs up.
Right, let's switch off from the game for a moment. And Spence, you're going to entertain our fans on the live chat with your halftime quiz. So let's get to it.
Did he once eat 44 croquetas? 44 croquetas. I have to say, I am a little bit hungry. Yes, it's time to go. Let's do this. Come on, halftime quiz, folks. Let's try to get ourselves back into the groove a little bit. We've got time. There's 45 minutes. I said the same thing during the Osasuna game, and we all know how that one turned out. And that was with 10 men. And Barça have a full 11 at their disposal today. So let's show some respect to the opponents today. Let's show some respect for an Almeria club that were just promoted from the Segunda. They're having a decent year. They're against the drop, but we need to learn about where they come from, and that's the theme of our halftime quiz today. So let's go with question number 1. Get your answers in. I'll be reading them off the live chat. Let's see if you can go 5 for 5 today. Question 1. How many seasons have Unión Deportiva Almeria played in La Liga? And if you were with us for the pregame show, then you know the answer to this already. 3, 7, 12, or 19. A, B, C, D. Get your answers in now, por favor. I am seeing Le'Veon says 7. I'm seeing FF Dreamer saying 12. Tomash says C. Mitab says C. Florian says 7. Anis says 7. Bobby Azua says 12. Le'Veon, you just put in a second guess. You can't do that, buddy. That's illegal. Alia says C. Yayo says C. Ronald says B. Mostly C's and B's. A couple of A's are creeping in there. Now let's see the answer. It is B. It's 7. 7 seasons. This is their 7th year in La Liga, but that's UD Almeria. They were also a club prior to that, before they had to basically rebrand, but that's for another day. Let's go to question 2. Almeria, ¿dónde está? Where's it at? Beautiful stadium, beautiful looking town. I don't know, is it a place where you go? Is it a good place to visit? Yeah, I'm getting some yeses and nos. Where's Almeria? A, B, C, or D? Let's see. I've got Maglosia who says B. I've got Unai who says A. Jay says C. Nigerian Brada says B. Didi says A. David, or David, maybe, says D. Let's see. Jasper says C. And A from Nahama. This is tripping some people up. Alia's got it right. She's 2 for 2. DNIY has it right. And Pranav has it right. Tomash feeling good about himself. Where's Almeria, folks? Let's find out. It is C. Right down here on the coast. This is closer to the Portugal area. We've got a little bit of Sevilla over here, and then Alicante, Valencia over here. Almeria, a little Andalus action. That's question 2. Now it's time for question 3. We're playing at the Power Horse Stadium. You've gotten a little bit of a look at it today, I would imagine. So tell me which one of these is the Power Horse Stadium. Is it A, B, C, or D? Take a second, think it through. I'm going to see where you all are at. Let's see. Abdullah says it's C. Deno says it's A. Wizboy says D. Florian says A. Slush Gamer says D. Pranav says C. Abdullah says C. This is really hard for people today, I have to tell you. Alex says D. Best says B. Mario Cortez says the answer is 3. I don't know what test you're taking at the moment. Erica says D. Now we're getting a few right answers in there, but Alex and Erica, you're on it. Mateus, sorry. We've been watching it today. You've been seeing it. Let's see the answer. Yeah, it's down here. It's the Power Horse Stadium. You've got the Estadio Montilivi, that's where Girona play. You've got Red Star Stadium, which is in Belgrade, and you've got the Nuevo Estadio de los Cármenes, which is where the Segunda Granada team play. But yeah, it's down here. Nice looking stadium, I have to say. That's 3. Let's see if we can get this back on track, all right? I'm a little bit disappointed. Let's see if we can get these going. Come on, question 4. How many different countries have been represented by Almeria players this season? That's a tough one. It's not getting any easier. Is it 5 different countries, 9, 12, or 15? And I'm seeing Untrapped Noodles. Great name. Great name. That's Untrapped Noodles saying D. Sandesh says C. Tomash says B. Alia says A. Alia, I'm sorry, you're not going 5 for 5 today. Tomash, on the other hand, might have a shot. Yayo says 9. Ali Omar says kids in the chat today. I'm sorry, you got a problem with kids? Like, we're for everybody, no matter what your age is. Come on. Jordy says C. Mary's Audio says 5. Tony Whale says B. Somalia says C. Let's get some right answers in here this time. Sandesh has it right again. All right, let's see the answer. 12 different countries. Argentina, Belgium, Brazil, Colombia, England, Spain, France, Mali, Nigeria, although that was a player who's now been sold off to Real Sociedad in Umar Sadiq, Portugal, Serbia, and Slovakia. And finally, the last one. I'm just going to let you know, Robert got this wrong earlier today. So it's going to be a tough one. Which of these shirts belongs to Almeria? I can see Irati looking and trying to figure out which one of these shirts belongs to Almeria. It's only one of them. The rest are different clubs that wear red and white. So I'm going to read off some of your answers, and Irati's going to give her answer as well. Let's see. Shirzad says B. Jordy says, I am from Serbia. That's cool. Sharum says A. Saru says B. Mar Puertas Rodriguez says A. Anais says B. Irati says?
A.
A. Irati says A. Folks, that's why we keep her around on this show. Let's see it. Oh, it is. She knew it. It was from last year. It was their Segunda shirts last year. You've got Almeria, you've got Sunderland from a couple of years ago, you got Brentford from 2 years ago, and you've got Olympiacos from this year. But yeah, this is the only shirt, by the way, this one here for Almeria, that they don't do the traditional red and white pinstripes as the rest of them have done. Almeria, the rest of their seasons, they look like these. But last year, no. And that does it for our halftime quiz. Thanks for joining us, and we're going to send it back to Robert and Irati, and we'll see you next halftime. 45 more minutes to go. Come on.
45 more minutes, and let's hope that it is 45 minutes in which Barca turn this around. 1-0 down in a fairly forgettable first half, and Bruno, I struggled today to come up with options with who was the best player in the first half, but we'll ask anyway because we always do it. Let's put the options on our screen. We asked who is the best player of the first half for Barca. Ferran, Jordi Alba, Kessié. Can you think of anyone else?
No, not really. Robert hasn't been the best first half for Barca in the season for sure. And from those 3 options, I'm probably going to say Kessié. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Kessié in these last games. He's connecting, he's adapting to the team in these recent weeks that he has been more protagonist. And today has been the one trying to connect a little bit, finding some good headers. I'm expecting a little bit more, especially from Gavi, I think, as he rested against United. As we've been mentioning during the game, having really tough weeks in terms of the calendar. Of course, the players are tired. Can be today the chance to give opportunities to some players, and I'm thinking, why not, of course, Rafinha or the most consolidated ones, but why not Ángel Alarcón can have the chance today, the youngster that will be fresh for sure. We saw that for Real Madrid worked yesterday. The fact to introduce Alvaro, a youngster, scoring his first ever goal for the Madrid. Why Barca cannot do the same today with Ángel Alarcón? It's just an idea, of course, but yeah, it can be the day today to give minutes to the ones that are fresh. But level, it's just one goal of disadvantage. Barca still has many time to go, so let's stay optimistic. Well, on the live chat also, who do you think has been the best player? And also, type your comments about what would you change for the second half.
Bruno, I want to ask you, who's been warming up during halftime?
Well, we have now Ángel Alarcón, Pablo Torre, also Jules Koundé, these two players, and also Marcos Alonso with some exercises, but it's not really significant at all because, as Andrea Orlandi explained one day here in the show, normally the ones who are warming up at halftime, it's free for them to the ones who they want to make some exercise. So
well,
we'll
Bruno,
have to wait
I'm going to interrupt
the start
you
of the second half.
I'm going to interrupt you, Bruno, because we're seeing right now on our screens that one of the players that you didn't mention was warming up. He's actually coming on. He's in the tunnel talking to Ferran Torres. That is Rafinha. Rafinha's coming on. I assume there's going to be a change in formation because he's talking to Ferran Torres, and I can't imagine that we're taking Lewandowski off. So let us know as soon as the players come out what the substitution is, Bruno. Right.
It has to be a midfielder. I will say Kessie probably with more options to come off. Or Busquets or De Jong, but
well,
we see
it's Kessie because we can see him already in his zip-up jacket, and he's going to head to the bench for the second half. So, right, we were going to ask you guys who would you like to see in the second half? If it's Rafinha, if it's Balde, if it's Koundé, for example. But Xavi's already made the substitution. Rafinha is coming on. So, do you like the substitution? Do you like the change in formation as well? Because we're probably going to a 4-3-3 here. Irati, do you like it?
I like it. When I was in the halftime, I was thinking that this game was asking for Rafinha and Ferran and a lot of movement up front and a lot of changes and to move that defense and to find that creativity we didn't find. So I really like this chance. I think Xavi is brave because the team was shouting to have a chance like early on, and I think it's important to make it just starting the second half. And I also would love to see Alejandro Balde.
Spence?
Yeah, I think Rafinha is a clear choice here. I think Irati's got the right point. When you give that dual dynamic threat on the wings, it opens up the middle a little bit more, and that puts Gavi in the middle with more of an opportunity for him to then weave through, along with Frankie too. I thought Frankie was kind of bottled up. He didn't get forward as much. So this will be a good change, I think, for Barça to try and make some adjustments.
Right, and we also want to remind you fans that you can interact with us on our live chat, of course, as always, but we have our WhatsApp channel. I want to ask you guys for selfies. If you've sent one in, you can send another one in. Showing your Barca jersey on that number, 650 54 27 75, plus 34 650 54 27 75, sorry. Almost got that wrong. But I want you to show us your jersey and send in a prediction, like with your fingers, like how's this game going to end? So let's use right hand for Almeria, left hand for Barca, and say if you're going 2-1 Barca, that would be it with the selfie. So let us know. Are Barca going to turn around?
How are they supposed to take a picture if they're using both of their hands?
They can plant their phones and in front. Yeah.
Right, Almeria?
Many devices. Yeah, I don't know if I did that right. Is it right, Almeria,
right,
left Barca? Anyway, yeah, let us know. I mean, just assume that Almeria's, right. Almeria's right hand, Barca is left hand.
This.
Okay.
You
right,
don't have enough
second half
fingers?
has started. Bruno, confirm to us how Barca are playing in the second half.
Yes, Ter Stegen in goal, Sergio Roberto, Christensen, Eric Garcia, Jordi Alba in the back four. Three midfielders now, so a change of system with Busquets, De Jong, and Gavi. And up front, well, that's the change. Ferran moves to the left, as we were expecting. Lewandowski as the number 9, and Rafinha is the one in the right.
We normally do fill the live chat with applauses when there's a substitution, so let's do it now. We fill the live chat with applauses. Encourage Barca, encourage Rafinha. Applauses on the live chat, please. Let's see if Rafinha can make a difference in this second half. We kept mentioning during the first half, the game in Pamplona, he scored the winner that day.
Yep, there's a beautiful one too.
Yep.
The little head flick
head
over
flick.
the keeper.
Fill the live chat with applauses for Rafinha.
Who scored the first one?
It was Pedri.
Well, that can't happen today, but we can still look for the first one.
It was a cross that came in from the left. Ferran Torres kind of fights for it with his back turn to goal and manages to pass it back to Pedri. And then Pedri finishes.
I'm impressed with your memory.
I remember that game.
Well,
I don't even remember how
what you had for breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
I mean, the games that we were here, Robert, that we were keeping this ship afloat while you were out. We were doing what was the score of the game from earlier in the year. And
yes.
you were watching.
I played.
Yeah.
Careful. Almeria in transition. It's a 3-on-3. Deep pass through. Christensen's going to come across, and Christensen wins it back. Yeah. The fans are going to complain, but there's nothing there. Christensen with a clean interception. Now Lewandowski fouled in midfield. Let's get the replay. Yeah, there's nothing there. There's no handball by Andreas Christensen.
What are we doing?
Is there a yellow card, Bruno?
Yes, yellow card for Almeria. Yellow card for Almeria after this tackle there on Robert Lewandowski, a tough one.
Oof.
Why is he complaining?
Come on.
Why is he complaining?
Well, and he got a couple of warnings too in the first half.
Yeah, and he almost twisted the ankle. Come on.
Look at that tackle.
Robertone, yes, Robertone.
Jordi Alba with the cross. Lewandowski, can he get there? Oh, he gets there ahead of the keeper, but the touch was too long.
That's pity.
Couldn't keep the ball in his control.
But that's important. We have to find Lewandowski in this second half. Like, it's really important he appears.
And I think with Rafinha creating some attention on the right and Ferran roaming around the left-hand side, maybe it opens up a bit more space for Lewandowski.
Yeah, because like the defenders will have to defend Rafinha and Ferran. Like, it's not the same if you have one striker than three.
They're only going to start this second half with 4 at the back. That doesn't mean they're going to end it that way. So you really want to make sure that you take these first 15, 20 minutes and use up as much energy as you can to get that first goal.
That's a good thing to try and predict. When will Rubi bring in his 5th defender? I'd say, like, it's not going to take long. Busquets through to Lewandowski. Lewandowski plays it out wide where Ferran can pick it up. He's got Chumi in front of him. Quick pass through to Jordi Alba. Oh, Frenkie de Jong, sorry, the cross by Frenkie de Jong. Went nowhere.
Yeah, they didn't understand each other because Rafinha was already in the first post and not in the second.
But it was a good build-up by Barça, Bruno.
Yes, has been a bit unlucky here, De Jong. But, well, I think Barça has started a bit better this second half than they did in the first half. Of course, with more than 40 minutes remaining, we should be optimistic, and let's see if also this change with Rafinha up front now and playing 4-3-3 also helps the team. No one warming up yet, apart from, of course, the substitution that we already said of Rafinha. We will inform you if we still, if we see some movement here from the sideline.
Thank you, Bruno. I'm curious, Irati, Spence, do you guys need any more replays, slow-mo replays, to see that the ball bounced off of Christensen's shoulder inside the box? My God. Cross by Rafinha from far out, straight into the hands of Fernando.
But you saw it clear?
Oh, no, I saw it clearly the first time. I didn't need the subsequent 5 replays we got. Almeria are going to play from behind. Long ball headed by Jordi Alba. Barça recover. Busquets is going to run forward, and he's got Jordi Alba down the middle now. Yeah. Alba, Rafinha hinting a run. Jordi Alba continues to make progress. Inside pass, the quick turn. There's Gavi. Gavi inside. Sergio Roberto can chase it. Okay. Robertone out for a corner kick.
There it is.
And Barça are playing with a bit more purpose.
Well, they're making delicate decisions now as opposed to just boldly, pushing their way down the pitch. I think they're trying to pick out the right pass, and there are players making those supporting runs with them as well.
Here's the 5th corner kick for Barça. The cross by Rafinha, punched away by Fernando. Sergio Roberto wins the aerial challenge. The ball went off of him, and it's a goal kick for Almeria. I'm going maybe.
Yo, it was corner kick. It was a corner kick. Come on. It was super clear.
It did look initially like Sergio Roberto was the one who headed it forward, but no. Yellow card.
for Xavi Hernandez, and he also was one card away from suspension, so this means that Xavi is not going to be able to sit in the game against Valencia at the Spotify Camp Nou. It also affects to the managers the fact of the 5 yellow cards.
51 minutes, okay.
But he was protesting. I
He
think
was
like,
probably complaining about that.
yeah. Like I think like probably it will stop a lot the game in a situation like this that give you a corner kick, Bar should enter, or someone up there say the referee, hey, this is corner kick, because it's a clear situation that takes away from a team.
Yeah, it's a fine line, right?
Yeah.
Because you want to be able to make those changes. Hold on.
Careful. Cross coming in from the right-hand side. Barca can't quite shake off the pressure. Almeria trying to get it back into the box, offside. Okay, Spence.
You want to be able to make those adjustments to the game because you want to be able to get it right. But where's the line in terms of how long is it going to take to get those decisions?
Yeah, but
how fine are the decisions? You know, when it's really close and it's 50-50 and it goes off of both players.
Yeah,
I know
but
that was a clear one.
But maybe not stopping the game. It's just seeing a replay and saying the referee, hey, this was a corner kick. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't take it 3 minutes to decide that when it's clear.
And foul, and maybe...
It has been no,
they gave it to Chumi.
Okay, it has been Chumi. Yeah, second yellow card there for Almeria after the one that Robertone saw minutes ago. Well, good news also to start seeing Almeria players booked. Of course, can be an aspect of the game. Yellow cards, possible red cards that can also benefit Barça in this case.
I like that we're seeing more of Frenkie de Jong as well, trying to get forward. We're asking you who will score before this set piece. Who will score Barca's first goal today? Is it going to be Rafinha, Varane, or Lewandowski?
Whoa,
Rafinha's-
why
is he getting booked?
Because he asked for distance, I think.
Well, no, because the rule is when the referee shows a yellow card, you have to wait to the referee to allow you to take, in this case, the free kick.
All right, well,
And
Rafinha's going to miss next week's game, right?
We're playing with Jordi Alba.
Rafinha's going to miss.
Yes, he was one card away from suspension, so Rafinha is out for the game against Valencia.
All right, then.
Oh.
Miss a name, but anyway. Here comes the cross by Rafinha, headed away by the Almeria defense. Careful now with their transition play. It'll be Bilal Touré making a run down the left. He's going to slow down. Rafinha in front of him. Akieme, the switch over to the right.
Is
that Gavi?
It had to be.
It had to be Gavi flying back. Now Barca running forward. Here we go. Frenkie de Jong.
If Ter Stegen makes airplanes, he's like a helicopter.
Gavi's more like just like a superhero. Pick any superhero. Bounces
I would
around a
love
lot.
to see Gavi in the NBA.
Yes. You can probably dunk. He's probably like Spud Webb. Careful here. Barca attacking. Sergio Busquets tries to put it in the box. The ball was intercepted. Frenkie de Jong fighting.
Come
Barca
on
get
now.
it to Jordi Alba. The cross.
See a lot of this second half.
Yeah, there was a right arm into the side of Baptistao's head.
Yeah, that hurts.
Not intentional.
No, just jumping.
Right. Barca with possession here. Christensen down the middle. Pass to Busquets. Busquets looking for option. He feeds it out to the left for Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba, right-footed cross inside. High looping cross straight into the hands of Fernando, who kicks it straight out for a goal kick. Bruno, I think I see Balde going to warm up.
Yes, Balde and also Marcos Alonso, and there is a third player, Araujo. Araujo also the one warming up. So first movements there in the bench, in the sideline. Marcos Alonso, Araujo, and Alejandro Balde. Three defenders.
3 defenders.
Yeah, but before this, I was thinking that Balde for Sergio Roberto could be a good idea to give more depth to the team and that speed that Alejandro Balde has.
Yeah.
So maybe he changed both.
The thing in this second half that changes that it's exclusively being played in Almeria's half. Now deep pass through to Frankie de Jong, who's made a run. De Jong back to Jordi Alba. No, sorry, Ferran. There's Ferran now. That's Jordi. Of crossing the ball into the box a little bit too easily, seeing how crowded the box is. Yellow card for Gavi, who also missed the game.
Yes, is also going to miss the game against Valencia. So if we were saying that the game against Valencia was going to be a tough one because Valencia are improving, it's going to be even more complicated now without Gavi and without Rafinha. So lots of absences for Barça.
So pain and frustration, and it's in the clearance of Leo Baptistao. Gavi gets kicked in the thigh, basically, and he's frustrated with that.
Catch the second guy.
Quick touch by Rafinha.
But
Almost a lost possession there, but Rafinha picks it up again.
Rafinha and Ferran are not playing really as a wingers.
No,
like
no,
as soon as they can, they enter inside the box, and I think that's what the box is that crowded. Like they are not playing as a wingers.
Now Sergi Roberto's on the right, inside with Rafinha, who, as Irati says, playing in a more central role. Gavi with the turn. Gavi can't get to the ball. We're seeing Barca, as we said, playing with more purpose, but still struggling to create opportunities.
And still slow. Like I feel the game is going slow for Barca. Like the ball doesn't run as much as we're used to.
We're seeing a replay of the Xavi booking for, as the referee says,
too much
a little bit too much talk. A little bit of too much of that. It's so funny to see fans in Spanish stadiums. Like now, they were having a real go at Gavi when he was going to pick the ball up out of bounds. And then when he plays for the Spanish national squad, they'll all be behind him and he'll be their favourite player. But yeah.
Well, that's kind of how it works, isn't it?
Yeah.
You love him when he's on your team.
Here we go. Rafinha. Rafinha's going to make progress. Rafinha gets into the box. Rafinha's going to cut to his left. Rafinha with a soft cross. Frankie de Jong back.
Shot.
Gavi, left footed shot.
Corner.
And it's a corner, Bruno.
Bien.
Corner kick. Rafinha going there to take it. There has been a change also taking corner kicks in this second half. It was Ferran in the first half. Now it's Rafinha the one taking corner kicks. Good opportunity for Barca. That's the way to go. Create chances and try to first of all go for the equalizer. Let's see this corner kick.
And in games like this, when defenses are so tight, you need those players who are going to do what Rafinha just did, like just get away from a defender with a little bit of skill. Here comes the cross by Rafinha, headed away by Rodrigo Eli. He seems to be everywhere, Rodrigo Eli, clearing everything away. Now here is
and the bus is already parked.
Oh, the bus is absolutely parked. Here comes the cross by Jordi Alba. Rodrigo Eli up in the air again. Baptistao clears. He'll throw him for Barca.
Was Eric on that list too of players that would miss the next game?
No. It was a very long list.
It was a long list.
3 yellow cards
read
in
out.
total.
Who was on that list?
It was Gavi on that list that now has seen the 5th. Also Rafinha. Ferran is on there.
Xavi.
Busquets and Kessie. Kessie has been replaced. Xavi also is going to miss that game because he saw the yellow card. And I think that's all. Yeah, Kessie, Busquets, Gavi, Rafinha, Ferran.
Too many of these crosses going into the box are now played. Barca are 1-0 down.
I can't remember the last time that Barca have played a game in the league where they've been stumped for this long. This is the first time since the Rayo game at the beginning of the year.
There's probably one in between there. I don't know. I remember the Celta game was a very tough one as well.
And there were a couple where it took a late goal to get it done. Was it the first Valencia go around, right?
Yeah.
So it's not to say that they can't get it done now, but they just looked stumped. Like Almeria came out with a plan, and this is a complete 180 from what they did a week ago.
It absolutely
But
is.
Almeria has that. Almeria plays way different home than outside. Like it seems like a completely different team.
That is true. They've won 6 games this season in La Liga, all 6 of them at home.
And this is Barca's second of 3 consecutive games in 3 different competitions on the road as well.
Here is Rafinha driving inside. Rafinha trying to feed it through to Ferran. I think Rafinha could have made a bit more progress and even looked for his own shot. He went for the generous option of trying to feed it through to Ferran. The ball was intercepted. Now Almeria have possession and they hang on to the ball. Akieme under pressure by Rafinha. Long touch by Akieme. Ooh, Gavi almost won it back. A long ball now. I think this time that El Bilal Touré is offside. Anyway, the ball got out of control for him.
He was offside. Referee's just saying play on because Barca have possession.
And what we saw before from Rafinha is what Barca needs now, like from the players, like someone that is able to break the lines and someone that is able to just go through the box to create something different.
Here's Jordi Alba inside. Lewandowski out of the box. He drops back to intervene a bit more. Ferran Torres is going to have a goal. Lewandowski could have stayed on the edge. Here is Lewandowski. Barca player has gone down inside the box. It was Sergio Roberto who's going to pick it up. Here it's Rafinha. Rafinha on the right. Rafinha, the nutmeg through to Sergio Roberto, who can't get to the ball. Nice little pass by Rafinha.
It's nutmeg, right? Yeah.
Sergio couldn't get to it.
It's really, I don't know, that right before that play, the initial build-up, Lewandowski has a chance to cut onto his right foot from the left side, a perfect chance to curl it, to get a shot away, and he goes around the other way. It's just a strange decision.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a game where we could use him on his right foot with just a chance to shoot.
Yeah.
Barca don't have any shots on goal yet.
With so many legs inside the box, sometimes shooting from outside the box can create a deflection as well.
Yeah, and give you the second opportunity.
Wrong-footed. Now Barca playing it forward. Ferran on the left. Ferran, the cross inside, the header by Rafinha.
Yeah, you're right.
High over the crossbar.
Today that we are crossing so many balls, as you are also, I'll imagine, seeing. I'm missing Luc de Jong today, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm missing the big Luc de Jong today.
Well, we have Araujo that was warming up, right? Like, it can be also a solution for that, those situations.
Yeah, he was warming up.
Let's say, because now Oscar Hernandez is calling to some of the players, and let's say Marcos Alonso and Araujo. Marcos and Araujo are going to be the 2 players that will come on right now, and Pablo Torre now warming up.
Okay. So we've got Pablo Torre and Balde
and also
still
Ángel
warming
Alarcón.
up.
I would love to see Alarcón today. I think it's a great game and situation for him to show up.
Well,
and show.
I agree with you. If we're comparing what we've seen already this weekend in La Liga, Madrid, they rescued a point because they brought on a seemingly unknown 18-year-old.
The best player yesterday on Valencia was an 18-year-old, like a youngster from the second team.
So maybe that's just the theme of the week. Bring in Alarcón, see what happens.
Ooh, the nice little turn there by Gavi under
the
pressure.
Other 18 guy.
Yeah, the relative unknown.
Yeah.
Barca in Almeria's half, where the whole second half is taking place. Now Christensen. That's Eddie, really crowded in front of Almeria's box. In comes the long ball straight in the hands of Fernando. Barca are falling in love with these long balls, and they're leading the team nowhere.
There's also no inroad to go through the middle. Almeria have just completely sealed it up.
Yeah, but it's lacking the same thing that we were talking in the first half, and it's that creativity, that 1 versus 1, that different thing, like not just crossing.
Rafinha, for example, has the ability to go one-on-one with defenders, just create situations for him to be able to do that, for example. Barca are going to make a double sub. I'm curious to see who's coming off. I think maybe this means that that Xavi's going to a back 3.
Yeah, probably.
With Marcos, Christensen, and Araujo.
So you pull Sergio Roberto up.
Yeah.
And Alba.
Yeah.
Sergio Roberto and Alba. Right, Bruno, substitution time.
Let's see. It's Eric out for Ronald Araujo. That's the first one. And the second one, it's going to be Marcos coming on for Jordi Alba. So one centre back and one left back are the changes, natural substitutions.
Okay, so yeah, I maintain that with Marcos, Araujo and Christensen as 3 at the back, and then Sergi Roberto moving up higher. Would that is that
Maybe
what it
Gavi.
seems like it's happening, Bruno? Like 3 at the back?
It seems same system. Well, let's see. We're gonna see it better in following moves, but probably they keep the same system, but with Roberto going more up front. Yes, we see Roberto going up, and also Marcos up. So it's kind of staying 2 strong defenders at the back, and Marcos and Roberto will be involved.
It's
up
a lot.
front. Yeah, Roberto is more in midfield, in the midfielder position.
Yeah, he's more down the middle. And giving Rafinha the wing. Nice little turn by Ferran Torres. Inside pass. Oh, he couldn't connect with Sergio Roberto.
It's a lot harder to tell how they're setting up when they're in attack because they don't really use the formation when they're in attack. It's more when they sit back defending.
Careful with the long ball there. Araujo ultimately wins it back for Barça after the clearance by...
We can confirm the fact to have 3 defenders with Marcos, Christensen and Araujo. It's Roberto in the middle and both Ferran and Rafinha much more open in the wings up front.
Here's Marcos Alonso driving forward. Got Ferran on the left. A bit more movement on the Barca players. Try and mix things up. Try and create movement in the Almeria defense as well. Ferran, Frankie de Jong makes himself available. Back to Marcos Alonso. Alonso is going to switch it over to Rafinha, who brings it down with 1 touch to Araujo. Araujo inside. Barca almost lose the ball, but Busquets picks it up again. Here's Sergio to Rafinha. Well, see what he can create. Busquets. He's possessed a bit too slow there. Almeria going to try and run. This is a struggle of a game. Araujo under pressure now. Careful.
I feel like you've been saying careful a lot lately.
Yeah. Now Busquets loses it quickly. Almeria upping the pressure. Leo Baptistao running forward with Eguaras. And a foul called on Marcos Alonso. Barca struggling here. Bruno, any movement on the sidelines?
No, the same 3 players for Barca warming up. Pablo Torre, Alarcón and Alejandro Valde. Now this is a dangerous free kick for Almeria. I mean, now Almeria parking the bus, defending. It seems that the scenario is much better for Barca, but yeah, the home side are doing it quite well at the back, and Barca having problems to create chances. We need the chances at least. 20 minutes to go.
Set piece for Almeria, 69th minute. In comes the cross. Christensen heads it up in the air. Careful, the opportunity. The shot by Luis Suarez blocked there by Marcos Alonso.
Thanks, because it was going inside because their second went to the other side. Yeah.
There's the opportunity again.
Wow.
The shot blocked by Marcos, who was in the right position there. Right, corner kick to Almeria. Tough situation for Barca. Corner kick is taking a while. The cross by Robertone and a fall straight to Gavi under no pressure. Barca can build again. Here's Gavi, he's got Busquets. Gavi again.
20 minutes to try and find something from this game. This is both a good and a bad time to let you know that Almeria have but 1 clean sheet in the league this season. That was against Getafe.
Yeah.
So it's out there.
It's the highest scoring team against the second worst in terms of conceding goals. A team that's kept 17 clean sheets against a team that's kept 1. This makes no sense. In comes the cross. Oh, yeah! Oh!
No! How that did not enter?
How did that not go in? The cross, I think, by Ferran Torres. Ferran crosses it in, and it's almost a Manchester United situation at the Spotify Camp Nou.
Oh.
Oof, and then Rafinha gets hurt because the keeper just lands on him.
Oof.
Oh, Ferran Torres almost scored there.
It was like 2 centimeters left to touch that ball. Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, Bruno, Almeria haven't made any subs, right?
No, but now they are just preparing the first
Oh,
ones. Double change that is getting ready, or even 3 players, 2 or 3 players that are going to come on now for Almeria.
In Barba and Ramazzani, we saw 2 players who are very quick, so if they want to play in transition, that's those are 2 weapons that they can use.
But that
and
also
Xavi now is calling someone. Let's see. Xavi calling some players. The chance is going to be for Pablo Torre, for Valde, and for Alarcón. It seems that it's going to be a...
No,
it cannot be a triple change for Barça.
It can't be 3 because we've already had 3.
2.
Alarcón for sure. And Pablo Torre and Alarcón.
Frankie de Jong. Go Frankie. Go Frankie. Go Frankie. Long touch. The touch was too long.
He was just closed down really quickly.
Babic
yeah, and Rafinha was offside, so he wouldn't pass.
Out. Right. Throw in to Barca on the left-hand side. Bruno, let us know, interrupt whenever you know which 2 players are the selected ones.
Yes, I mean, for Barca it's going to be Pablo Torre and Alarcón, the 2 that are going to come on, the 2 youngsters. We will have to wait which are the ones coming off.
Okay. Oh, Ferran drives inside. Ferran, can he put the cross inside? Ferran! No.
Not corner.
The cross intercepted, blocked, and it didn't go out. Now a throw in for Almeria.
I'm going to guess, and I will say that probably Alarcón is going to come on for Ferran and Pablo Torre for De Jong or for Busquets. Kind of more offensive way. Let's see if Xavi surprises, taking off the 2 more defensive profiles like Busquets and De Jong, but it would surprise me because if not, Rafinha, Ferran and Alarcón, the 3 up front with Lewandowski, I don't see it at all. So I will say that probably is Ferran and either Busquets or De Jong.
I would say maybe Sergio Roberto.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking before Sergio Roberto, but makes sense also Busquets.
I don't know.
He's not having the best game.
Barca moving forward again. Here is Frankie de Jong. Now the cross could come inside. Here comes the cross by Ferran Torres. Lewandowski looks for the header. Can't quite get there. Ferran keeps it in. Ferran with the cross. Araujo at the far post. Araujo heads it over to the other post. Oh, Araujo just take the header yourself. He tried to assist De Jong.
Just head it home, my man.
Stop being so generous.
Okay, let's see. Let's start with Almeria's substitution here with Ramazzani and Barba coming on now for Luis Suarez. And Barba for Luis Suarez, the first one. And the second one is Ramazzani for Robertone, who also was booked, so makes sense this change for Almeria. Okay, now time for Barca. After this double change for Almeria, the substitutions for Barca. Let's see. Problems there for the 4th official to show the numbers. There we go. Pablo Torre coming on for Sergio Busquets, who is going to leave his armband to Sergi Roberto. And Ángel Alarcón coming on for Sergi Roberto. Okay, so no armband for Roberto. The armband is going to be for Ter Stegen, I guess.
Yeah, it's Ter Stegen.
Yeah, let's see if this armband arrives to there, because I don't know who has the armband right now, but yeah, it should be Ter Stegen. So it's Busquets and Roberto, the ones replaced.
Right, round of applause, please, for the youngsters, for Pablo Torre and for Alarcón. Applauses on the live chat, please. Fill the live chat with applauses, and let's see if the youngsters can help us turn this around. And now we'll try to have to find out how we're playing, because Ferran's moved into midfield.
Araujo on the right.
Yeah, it's into the midfield, but more close to the right, so...
Christensen up the middle.
Yes, Alarcón in the left, Ferran in the middle, and Torre in the middle, of course.
Oh, careful with Frankie de Jong under pressure. De Jong to Marcos Alonso. Right, 76th minute. Come on, there's still time. It's running out, but there is still time.
See?
Ferrano! He was offside.
Well, that's...
Marcos Alonso feeding Ferran Torres, who
It was the best,
offside. Right,
the
fill
first
that chat with
pass of
applause,
Pablo
please, for
Torre.
the youngsters. For Pablo Torre, for Alarcón, who get their chance. Let's see if they can impact the game. Come on.
I think it can be a really good chance because, I mean, when you're youngster and you play with the first team, you're highly motivated. So imagine that motivation and that intensity and creativity in a situation like that where you have to score yes or yes. Because, I mean, of course we want to win, but if we don't win, a draw it's also good news because it will keep those 8 points clear with Real Madrid with one weekend less.
Yeah, we never would have said so before the game.
We'll stay all square, yeah. If we take a point, it will stay all square, like with the same result. What it means is that if you were winning today, you might think, well, you can drop some points at San Mamés because it's a difficult stadium, it's a difficult game. Now, of course, if you lose the points today, you cannot drop points in against Valencia and against Athletic Club for sure.
Right, 77th minute. There's 13 remaining plus added time. What do you think the final result will be? Will it be Almeria win, a draw, or a Barça win? How confident are you? I'm going to go 3. I'm still going to go 3. In comes the cross. The ball cleared away.
Ramazzani is
it's really fast.
Slippery player.
He is indeed. He almost scored at the Spotify Cup. No. Got out on a counter and Ter Stegen saved the one-on-one. I remember that.
Indeed, the way that Almeria went from the second division to the first last year, it was Ramazzani and Umar Sadiq. It was those two making
Umar
everything.
was sadly missing the
season.
Well, this season in the first division because he got injured for Real Sociedad.
Did they have Sorloth signed?
I can't remember.
Yeah, before Umar Sadiq, yes.
Sadiq got hurt? Okay.
Right, guys, you haven't committed. Final result?
3.
3? Spencer's going to go 2.
I'm going to go 2. but it's better than 1.
I see a late goal winning.
I'd love to be wrong.
I'd love to be wrong.
Like
I'd
a
love you to be
header,
wrong as well.
from Araujo in the last minute, just to make it a win.
Here's Pablo Torre. Pablo Torre, inside pass, good one to Lewandowski. Lewandowski lets it off to Rafinha. Rafinha needs to make a decision quick here.
But Barça again
the
not
movements
opening.
need to be quicker, I think, here. Now another cross by Marcos Alonso. The header by Lewandowski or Araujo. There's the cross by Marcos, and it was Lewandowski who got in ahead of Araujo. He's running him right behind him.
Oh, he touches.
Araujo's living inside the opponent box, by the way.
Yeah, he's doing the PK thing right now, isn't he?
The Luke de Jong thing we said before.
It's going to be more
we could use Luke de Jong right now.
Almeria, right, Bruno?
Yes, Alex Pozo and Samu are the 2 players that are prepared for Almeria. We are waiting now to see, once the ball goes out, which are the ones that come off.
79th minute. Clock's ticking really fast today.
Come on, boys, let's go.
Here's Gavi. Barça playing in Almeria's half. Marcos Alonso. Out wide. Alarcón. Alarcón's going to go deep. He's fouled.
Bien.
Falta on Alarcón. Try and go one-on-one. Playing too stagnant. For the defender to go on him. Alarcón did very well there. Fouled by Tistao.
I feel that today, since because it's lacking that.
Right player for this. Right, the cross is going to from the left. Pablo Torre is going to cross it in. Pablo Torre headed up in the air. Alarcón could go on the body. The shot by Alarcón. save.
Well tried, well tried. Oh.
Probably the
It is.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. The stats that are right underneath
Yeah.
us say back.
Like profit.
Go, Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres is going to drive forward. He's got Alarcón on the. I am so curious to see how many crosses Barca put in today. Okay, can you have a look, Spence? On
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it.
Oh, a foul now. And there's probably going to be a yellow. No. Substitutions, Bruno? Alarcón
1, 2.
committed the foul.
Yeah, 3 Almeria players down right now. The manager is stopping them as well. He is down. Pozo coming on here for Eguaras. The ovation now.
Slipping out of Barca's hands.
Yeah.
It's turning out to be a nasty week for the Barca fans.
But there is
do you have the
still
stat?
time.
Yeah. How many crosses do you think they put in?
32.
I was going to go somewhere between 30 and 35 as well. 34. Well, at least I'll get something right. Really?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. Almeria in possession in Barca's half. Something that's not.
More chance and has played way better in the second half, but
Here comes a shot into the hands of Stegen.
We've still got about 10 minutes left, I'd say, more or less, in this game. But just on a more macro, that play at the bottom of this table continue to win. And so nobody's safe down there because, again, this game's not over. But Almeria were comfortably in 11.
It's very.
Yeah.
It is very tight at the bottom.
Now they're gonna, get out of it if this holds.
Now Barca playing out to the left, incoming cross low, cleared away by Hugo Rodrigo again. This guy.
And Rubi's gonna win for his first ever time against Barca if things stay like this.
Exactly. If things stay like this, yeah, exactly.
Still lots of time. I mean, just gotta
I think there's time. There will be at least one or two. Like Barca will have the opportunity.
Marcos Alonso.
nine.
Oh, okay. Paulo
That's a
Torre.
lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Another one is going to come right now. In comes a left-footed cross. Alarcón looking for it. Almeria clear. Wide.
Why?
Just
Oh.
wide.
That's why.
The cross by Ferran Torres. In comes Araujo.
Oh, I saw it inside.
Just skims his forehead there.
Now, yes, because he was changing the ball from his position now, has been booked. So yeah, yellow card for Fernando. But we don't expect a long stoppage time because there have been no many interruptions today.
Not
No,
really.
just
The subs,
changes. Yeah.
a couple of.
They're already playing 5 at the back, it looks like.
There will be another header.
Here's
I think
De Jong.
that's the only option.
Yeah, at least a draw. Come on.
Christensen. In comes across by Christensen. Lewandowski fights for it, but onto the ball for just a little bit too long. Here's Rafinha again. He's got an option on the left. There goes the ball. More from Barça. Is Frankie de Jong going to cross it? Yes, indeed he is. Careful with that.
Corner.
Corner, vamos.
Corner kick. Rare mistake by Rodrigo Eli. Almost fumbled that and could have cost his team.
Oof, yeah.
Yep.
7th minute. In comes the cross, headed away. '88th minute.
Yes, there we go. Kaiki, the centre-back, coming on now for El Bilal Touré. 6 goals in La Liga for Touré, the reference for this team, and well, really good finish and a great goal, the one he has scored today. Let's see, Barça now, yes, are in the final minutes. For me, the fact to start crossing many balls has started too early because the team still got time. Now, of course, you are under pressure, but I don't know why Barça has started to start with these crosses instead. A goal, it doesn't matter how, but at least to take a point from here.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it
That's
doesn't
the
really
most
matter
important, just to leave things how they were.
how. At least the equalizer.
Yeah.
I mean, Lewandowski hasn't had a touch near the half circle.
Oh no. Barca on the edge of the box. No,
No.
Lewandowski's
No.
off. He's off. He's
Oh.
off. And the chance saved by Fernando anyway.
But I just want to see him around that area, top of the box.
Way to open those defenses, like try to shoot from outside.
Lewandowski, Rafinha, Ferran, whoever, but we're not trying that. Obviously, the fans now chanting "Si se puede" at the Powerhouse Stadium. What's turning out to be a dramatic afternoon. Throw into Barca on the right-hand side.
And I know you'd take a point now.
Definitely take a point now.
It could mean a lot.
Because in the end, you go back to the same situation with 1 weekend less to finish the La Liga.
In comes across by Marcos Alonso, is headed up by Rodrigo.
Time, 5 minutes.
A foul called against Barca. I'm not sure about that. It's 2 players going up for the ball and bump into each other.
It's just a normal situation. Like.
Yeah.
Well, it's really 4 minutes of added time.
Yeah, once Fernando puts.
Almost 40 seconds.
Oh,
No.
Samuel got underneath Christensen as Christensen was rising to head the ball. Right, Barca recover possession.
Might as well bring
take a
everyone
draw
forward.
now. We will take a draw now. Marcos Alonso making progress. Barca lose the ball on the left-hand side. I didn't quite see if it was Alarcón or Ferran Torres. Whoever it was needs to get up. Christensen cross inside the box. Araujo heads it. Lewandowski, can he bring it down?
Good idea.
Shot by Gavi. All blocked. Now Christensen again, another cross inside. The header goes over the crossbar. One of those days in which it doesn't look like it's going to happen. The header by Lewandowski went up high. If this ends this way, we're 7 points ahead of Real Madrid in the...
It feels. It is.
Feels more like a chance wasted. Real Madrid had just won, and then Barca loses.
Yeah.
The possession at 72.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
the second half has
been all
only
like
Barca
this.
has played.
Only Barca has played. Like any time that Almeria touch the ball, it's to clear the ball out of their box. But they've been brilliant at it. Now Gavi, let's see. Here comes the cross by Gavi. Once again, a headed clearance. Rafinha is going to take the throw in. Rodrigo Eli, I mean, probably man of the match, I'd say. Rafinha on the right.
Oh, it was dangerous.
Dangerous challenge by Samuel Costa. Got 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. It means one chance, put it in, and take a point. See if that can happen. Frenkie de Jong out wide. Ferran Torres. Rafinha's going to go inside the box. Here comes the cross by Ferran Torres. Too short. Headed away. Ter Stegen comes into Almeria's half to play the ball back forward for Barca. Another long ball in. Couldn't get to it. Rafinha brought it down for Araujo to connect. Araujo can get to it. A minute and a half remaining, and it feels like I might try and waste time for.
And it's that situation that probably if it's Lewandowski instead of Araujo would have entered inside.
Right, long ball played forward by Fernando. We're going to go into the final minutes. Careful, because this could be a disaster. This could be the second for Almeria. Ter Stegen saves in front of Mbarba, but there's going to be a corner kick.
And this will end here.
And this will end here. So it's a long ball played by Fernando. Marcos Alonso intercepts, tries to clear, but his clearance falls to an Almeria player who plays it forward to Mbarba, goes one-on-one with Ter Stegen, and Ter Stegen with the save. His save bounces off of Alarcón. And now there's a corner kick to Almeria. The game looks like it's going to end here because Almeria are just going to take their time with this corner kick. They're going to take it short.
Barca?
Throw into Barca, but there's 10 seconds remaining. There's no way we're going to make it to the other half. It's going to end here.
Last one.
I don't think there's going to be a last chance. No. Referee blows the final whistle. And Almeria take away the 3 points in front of Barca in a game in which there were lots and lots of struggles. Opportunities, just one shot on target, and the team just felt like they were out of ideas. Bad week for Barca with the elimination from the Europa League, and today's defeat. We're still 7 points ahead of Real Madrid, top of the table, but it feels like a chance wasted, as we were saying, after their draw yesterday to Atletico de Madrid. Irati.
Now only helps thinking that Madrid dropped points yesterday, and at least it's only 7 points that Barca can keep. Nothing worked today, like not even the changes and everything. I think I agree with Bruno when he was saying like Barca starting to do those crosses too early, like it was urgent to, and I think we really miss the players that were missing today by injury, like that creativity we were talking about, because there was no intensity. The rhythm was slow and nothing worked, but we have to move on. And I think the worst news of today is not only losing, it's losing Gavi and Rafinha for the next game.
That's also true. We'll talk about it in post-game. Spence, it just felt like it wasn't there today for Barca.
It's the literal definition of you can't win them all. And today was one of those days. A team with their back against the wall needed to get a win, got 3 points to get themselves out of the relegation zone. And down the stretch of the season, Barca are going to see games like this, and the next one in the league that they're going to see is going to be very similar because Valencia are playing the same way. They need to get out of the drop zone. So a chance for Barca to sort of regroup, but it's not a quick one because, or I shouldn't say there's not a lot of time because they're going to have to turn around and play against Madrid on Thursday.
Valencia on Sunday, right. We are going to head over to Barca TV Plus, where we'll be bringing you highlights, reactions, and analysis. I know it's a tough pill to swallow today, but if you feel like it, come and join us on Barca TV Plus, where you'll be able to hear the players' reactions and also Xavi's word after the game. For those of you watching us on social media, we'll see you on game of Barca against Real Madrid. We'll be offering you the training and the press conference of Xavi Hernandez. Right, we'll switch over to Barca TV Plus now. Join us in a couple of minutes. Felt like I was never getting out of that.